All right, guys. I am super excited for this stream that we got here tonight. We're going to be ranking every single hero in Marvel Champions by, oops, let me move this around, by how much we want to play with them, like how much you want your friend to pick this hero if like you guys are playing it in a game. So if you guys are like, hitting up your friend and then you guys are going to play Game Marvel Champions, how much do we want them to pick this hero here? And we have all the heroes right here. And we're going to figure out these tier lists, the brackets here first, because I'm not sure what I want to do. I thought a little bit about some of them, but not all of them yet. But yeah, I'm excited to do this. Let me move this down a little bit. Hope you guys are all having a good evening here. Welcome, Boo. Welcome to chat. Welcome, Epic Beowulf. Welcome, Professor Hex. Beowulf. Okay, he might catch up a little bit later. Okay. All right, guys. Let me know if you have any ideas for how you guys want to do this. I'm just gonna kind of wing this here. I think it would be fun to kind of like figure this list out together. And if you guys disagree a lot, let me know down in the chat, and we'll probably do a poll or something like that if you guys like really disagree. So I thought about the D tier. I think this one will be funny. And let me know if you guys think I should add more tiers, like put less. But I think for the D tier here, this is gonna be like, it's gonna be like, I'm effed. Like if you pick, so like for example, if you pick, whoops, let me not put that much there. Okay, so like for example, I'm just gonna go ahead and put something in this tier. So like if I'm like, hey guys, let's go play again Marvel Champions. Who do you want to play? And then you're like, dude, I'm gonna play I'm gonna play Deadpool. I'm like, ah, crap, dude. Are you kidding me? Oops, let me move this up. I'd be like, are you serious? So I'm gonna put him, and I'll feel like, dang it, this is gonna be a terrible game. Do you really want to play Deadpool? And maybe I try to convince you, hey, don't play Deadpool. Like, I don't want you to play Deadpool. So yeah, this is like the heroes that I want to see least that my friends are playing. Yeah, so this would be like the last tier here. And guys, let me know if you can hear me. I forgot to ask you guys, so hopefully I'm not just rambling to myself. That's the worst case scenario. So this is like the worst tier here. And then can I minimize this? I want to see some of them more. How does that look for you guys? Oh yeah, that looks better. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. For his other tiers here, I think S tier is gonna be like carry me, right? So like if you pick this hero, I'd be like, okay, you can carry me. Like I can just play whatever hero I want. I can just have fun. Let's think. Do we just lose a tier? No, I feel that's right. There's 5 tiers here. So A tier will be like, I mean, still pretty positive. I'm still pretty positive you pick this hero. So I would say like I am happy about it. B is like, so it's like kind of average. So I would say like we're going to have a good time because like Marvel Champions, especially in multiplayer, you have more breathing room. So if you pick a hero here, I mean, we're definitely gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time, yeah. And then C is like I'm like a little bit like I'm like okay. So I feel like C is more like I have like responsibility. I want to try to think of like responsibility to like carry you. Like I have to carry you basically if you pick this hero here. So let me think. How do we word that? Like I guess I have to carry you. Yeah, okay. So let me know, guys, what do you guys think about the brackets here? And let me know if you think I should change anything. So I'm thinking we have, if we put a hero here, it's you're carrying me. So I really want to see these heroes right here. I want to see my partners play this if we're doing a multiplayer game. If we put a hero here, I'm happy about it. That's good. If you put a hero here, we're going to have a good time. It's going to be a solid game. If you pick a hero here, I'm going to have to carry you. And if you pick a hero here, I feel left. It's going to be terrible. Neuro says carry you is perfect, even starts with a C. Awesome. Maybe I should change this to just carry you then. So it's like the C tier. Should I change the first tier here then? Because like I don't know, this all starts with a C. Nor says, what is this? CAL. What does that mean? I am I'm F Drax tier. Oh, call the I'm F Drax tier. Man, I don't know. I think a lot of people might disagree with that. Wikipedia, welcome to chat. Question about steady. If you confuse an enemy with steady, do you leave it on them until you get a second one? Yeah. So steady just stays on them. So basically, the way that that works is the steady stays on them, but if they somehow gain stalwart, then the steady goes off them. Also, if the villain like Magneto has Magneto's helmet, the villain Magneto, and it says you cannot be confused. So if he gains a you cannot be confused type of like wording, then you have to discard that confused stat. So then like when they go back to being steady after you get rid of the star or get rid of like whatever attachment, then you start to put two stases on them again. Like you basically lose it. Because in that state where you can't be confused, they also cannot have confused statuses, unfortunately. Invite homie, can finally give my boy Herc some love. Yeah, Herc's gonna go pretty high on here, I think. Yeah, okay. All right, guys. So okay, it seems like you guys are pretty happy about this. Pretty happy about the tier brackets here. Let me just start this off with the poll here. We're gonna start off strong here with the poll. Let's see. What should we do? Let's do a core set hero. Let's start here with our core set hero. So we'll go which hero should I do? And then I'm just gonna randomly pick heroes as we're kind of going along here, but let's start with the core set hero. We'll do, okay. I do Spider-Man all the time. I only have 4 options for the polls. So let's not do Spider-Man here. You guys, I've seen the comments. You guys sometimes are sick of me talking about Spider-Man all the time. So we'll save him for a little bit later here. So we'll start off here with a core set non-Spider-Man hero here. And that would be the first one that we rank. Wicked says, my last game, we confused and stunned Dark Beast. Ooh, it's been a minute since I played Dark Beast. While Genosha was in play, which gave him steady. Then we pushed to stage 2, causing the environment to be changed, resulting in him getting both. Causing the environment to be changed. What do you mean getting him both? Because, so basically, I guess Genosha is the one that gives him steady. So if you change environments, he's now auto-confused. Or he's stunned and confused because you have the stats on him. So yeah. That is correct there. Yeah. So if you lose a steady, then he's both stunned and confused. Boo says never more Spider-Man. Really? Never? Do you mean not enough, or you can never have enough Spider-Man, or like you don't want more Spider-Man? The poll here is a little bit tied up, guys. Get your votes in, guys. It is tied up here for Captain Marvel and Iron Man. Yeah. This would be. Boo says never not enough. Got it. Okay. All right. We'll do Spider-Man soon. I think he's gonna be a fun one to do here. Yeah, the way that you said earlier, I was like, oh man, like another Spider-Man hater here. You said never more Spider-Man, but gotcha. Not enough Spider-Man. Yeah, I agree with that. I think someone just voted for Captain Marvel, and someone else immediately voted for Iron Man. So it's still tied up, guys. Get your votes in. We're gonna start this off with a chat poll, and I'm gonna just randomly like kind of fire these off. And then if you guys disagree, just like let me know down in chat, and we'll take a little bit of a longer look with them. Okay, all right. We have Iron Man here sliding up. Okay, so Iron Man here with 50% of the votes. And I think that's like the big majority there. So we're gonna end this poll. We're gonna do Iron Man first. Okay, all right. Let's see here. So if you tell me that you want to play Iron Man and we're gonna play a game together, I feel like we're gonna have a good time. I feel it's gonna be fine. Yeah, I don't think I'm like super happy about it because I know like early game I'm gonna have to like do a little bit more. I know you're probably staying down Artigo for your first turn. Like Iron Man doesn't always have to do that, but I think in multiplayer he's always doing that just because you have the breathing room too, and like you can build out a little bit more. So like I know the villain's gonna scheme. I'm gonna get attacked. You're gonna chill. So yeah, we're still gonna have a good time because I know once you're built out, like after probably turn 1, we're gonna be solid. But that first turn, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna have to like do a little bit more for that first turn. Let's see. Boo says, is this 2-player or considerations for 2 to 4? This is like kind of just averaging out like 2 to 4, like not really like specifically for 2 players. But yeah, if there's anything that you guys think that is specific for like 2 players, let me know and we can definitely talk about that. But it's kind of like an average out here. So this is like for 2 all the way to 4 players. Wicked says, I thought of possible legacy environment challenge for you. Build decks for a hero using only cards that have that hero in the art Oh, that's super interesting. Daredevil is gonna be a good one to do because I feel like he has a lot of cards with his art in the cards. Well, oh, actually that's gonna be tough because they're like different aspects, right? Yeah, that might be a fun challenge in the future. Probably have to do like no. Can you even build a deck with any hero using only their cards that have their art? I don't know if that's possible at this point in the game. Infectious Zombie, welcome to the chat, dude. Hope you're doing well too on this evening. Okay, all right, we're gonna rapid fire a few. If you guys want me to stop, let me know. So okay, let's do a couple of these here. Okay, so let's do. I'm just gonna randomly pick one. Let's do Cable. Cable is a solid one. So if you pick Cable and we're playing multiplayer, oof, I'm either carry me or I'm like really happy about it. Like I'm always gonna be happy about it because I know you're gonna bring build support. I know you're gonna bring a call for backup. I'm gonna get my ally out. I'm gonna get my core support, like my key support out, my key upgrade, right? So like whenever you're playing Cable, I'm like, okay, I can really pick any hero, right? Because if I'm playing like Quicksilver, like I'm gonna get my friction resistance card out, right? So I think I'm happy about it. I think because like the thing is in multiplayer, I think you still have to like attribute a little bit of Thor to help Cable out, which I think is totally fair. Because it's worth that size for all of us. So I think for Cable, I'm like pretty happy about it. I'm not like I don't think Cable is gonna carry. I mean, late game though he will. Oh man, I'm pretty happy about it though. But I think the way that I work, so I think Cable is S tier in multiplayer, but I think that the way that I worded this, I think I'm gonna put him in that I'm happy about it because he's not gonna carry me per se, right? Like he's not gonna. I need to actually do work. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think I'm happy about it. Is where I'm gonna put this. Um, let's see. Dark Rider says always happy to have a Cable. Yeah. Cable is great. Boo says agreed about it. Yeah. Um, Wicked says, okay, yeah, just some more ideas for the Fred challenge. Yeah, and I put some resource cards in there. Yeah. Infectious says he's def going to support, but y'all have to clear those side schemes. Yeah. We had to help him out a little bit. He usually wants to be the one to clear so he can get that ready, and then he can like throw something else as well. But I think especially early game, the mind scans won't be doing as much. Late game though, like whenever Cable mind scans for like 10, like from the main scheme, like I could put him in the carry me section. But I think early on, I mean, he's just a hero that I really want to see. Yeah. All right, let's do another one, guys. Let's rapid fire these. We're gonna do Wolverine. Okay, Wolverine. I think I'm pretty happy about it. Okay. I don't. So here's like another weird thing. Okay, I played. My friends loves playing Wolverine, and I find so. What is this Dort event? Track by scent. So I think that the trap with Wolverine is that if you're playing Wolverine, sometimes people love to hit the track by scent like no matter what. And they'll be like, can you leave me like the side scheme like for the last 3 threat? Or like, can you help me throw it down to like 3 threat? Or the Wolverine player might be very aggressive in taking damage. And I'm definitely having a Wolverine player die a lot because of Berserker Frenzy and they just like keep on taking damage over and over again. So I think we're still gonna have a good time, but I think that I'll put him in front of Iron Man though. But I think that there's a little bit of like okay, like I hope you don't like die, and I don't want to always like set you up for a track by scent. You know what I mean? Boo says my group uses too many clear areas to keep demanded track by scent. Yeah, and like that's like another thing too, right? If you want to remove the last for yourself, like if you're playing Cable, that might like coincide a little bit. If you have a bunch of cleared areas, same thing, right? So yeah. I think we're gonna have a good time for sure. Like it's definitely not a bad hero, but I think normally you would expect Wolverine to be like pretty high. But for me, like we're gonna have a good time, but I'm not like necessarily like very super happy about it. CTA is clear area. Yeah. What are y'all's thoughts on clear area in multiplayer? Because I've heard people say it's not that good of a card in multiplayer. I think it's fine actually. I'm the type of player where I feel like solo decks basically work out like almost the exact same, like almost as well in multiplayer than in true solo. And I think multiplayer decks that rely on multiplayer don't do well in true solo. But most of the time, I feel like solo decks translate pretty well. Boo says, I love it even up to 3 players. Yeah. Yeah, I think clear area. What's a like? I feel like one of the few cards I think is really bad, but at the same time, so I'm thinking about one way or another where you tutor a side scheme from the counter deck and you draw 3 cards. Like that card, I've used. I mean, maybe it's pretty toxic for me to do that, but I've used it several times in 2 players, and I feel like it's pretty fine. I think 4 players though, it's probably terrible. I think that's like the one card where at 4 players bringing out a 12 threat, potentially 12 threat side scheme is like pretty brutal. And you're the only one drawing 3 cards. So like I feel it's really greedy to try to do that. But Neuro says required tad more multiplayer, but it's amazing. Yeah, do you mean for clear the area? I'm guessing. Coordination, yeah. Yeah, I think Wolverine probably requires like I think like both Iron Man and Wolverine like need to require a little bit of coordination, maybe like a little bit too. Wicked says, had a lot of fun building a Team Strike deck for Gambit since he can boost it to bigger numbers. Team Strike. What is Team Strike? Am I tripping on the card? I don't think I know what that card is off the top of my head though. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, I said I'm gonna rapid fire these, but I'm taking a long time. Okay, let's do Colossus. Let's do Colossus. Colossus. If you pick Colossus, I definitely don't feel I have to carry you. We're gonna have a good time for sure. Am I happy? I don't think Colossus is carrying me. Am I happy that you picked Colossus? I think. Let me think. You have your double Tufts. You're gonna be an alter ego a lot. No, I think we're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna put him lower than Iron Man. So like I think the way that I'm like thinking about Colossus here is I feel like that he's a hard hero to pilot. And I think that if you're down in alter ego and you don't have the armor up, but you're risking that to flip down, I'm gonna feel like, man, you're adding a lot of threats to the main skill right now, staying down alter ego every single time. And I think that, yeah, and I think that he can feel clunky if you're stuck without a tough status card, or you say like in hero form all the time, because you want to have like a good flip with Colossus. So I think the coordination that's required, like with me, might require me to like flip down, flip up at certain times, right? So I think that could be more difficult. Wicked says exhaust X-Men allies and hero to do. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a really fun card. Infectious Zombie says, I'm happy I don't have to block for Colossus. That's true. Boo says Colossus depends on player because he's easy to play poorly. Yeah. I agree. I think that whenever, I'm happy that he has a Tufts, but then like he has to flip down to like keep those Tufts coming. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like I think we're gonna have a good time, but I think I'm a little bit like, especially if someone that I don't know, right? They're like, I'm gonna play Colossus. I'm like, okay, like we're gonna have a good time, but like it could go bad. So I'll say that like it may be like I'm happy about it, but I think I'm gonna put him here though. Yeah. All right. Let's do Doctor Strange just because I'm on him right here. So I, have you guys ever been carried by Doctor Strange in multiplayer? Let's do a poll here. If you guys say yes, I'm gonna put him in to carry me because I wanna leave this up for chat here. So has Strange carried you? And I mean, you guys are all saying yes. Okay. All right. So I'll probably put him here. So like, I do want to clarify. Okay, carry. That means that you guys sucked in the game, right? Because you guys did nothing, and Strange carried you. Because I think that him passing out Tufts is super duper clutch. Like, don't get me wrong. I think that like for me, I probably put him in like here, right? Because I'm very happy about it because he's gonna give me Tufts. He's gonna pass all the Tufts. But other than that, like, I mean, he's stunning, confusing. Sometimes, and then like his thing is a little bit random sometimes too. Like you don't know exactly what he's gonna do. I don't know, like, so I don't necessarily think like he's providing like all the thwart or all the damage, especially all the damage, you know what I mean? So I personally want to put him in care of me. But if you guys all think so, then I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Boo says I've watched 3-player games get carried by Strange. Naito says, yeah, for sure. Who doesn't like it? Yeah. Wicked says, I love my Justice Colossus multiplayer deck. Tough decisions. Oh, that's a fun name. Boo says, at the very least, he's going to carry the game long enough to allow easy setup. I mean, what if he has the Rings of Ragnar at the bottom of the invocation deck and he doesn't give you guys toughs? What if he is greedy and he skips the no. That's just yeah, okay. So you guys are voting like overwhelmingly 83% here that Strange is carry you. So okay, we're gonna put him in to carry me here. I don't like that at all. I don't think Strange. I mean, Strange never carried me. But okay. I'm gonna defer you guys because you guys vote for Strange here. Infectious Zombie says his toolbox plugs nearly all the holes that shows up. Um, I mean, I think he's a strong hero. I maybe okay. We'll see who else we put in to carry me. Cause like now that I'm thinking, I don't know who I would put in to carry me to be honest. But yeah, let's see who else we put there, and then maybe I'll bump more heroes to the carry me section, or I might have to just change this name because I don't know if that defines what I mean. Infectious Zombie says you have vendetta against Strange. Yeah, I don't think I actually do, but I think I don't know. Have you guys ever been in like a So like, let me try to think of like example. Have you guys ever been like a moderate view on something, right? Like you have a moderate view on this. Like, let's say for example, you think that what's like a random thing. You think that the MCU is like all right, okay? But then whenever you're talking with your friend who like loves the MCU, you're like arguing against MCU. And then when you talk about like with your friend who hates the MCU, you have to like argue for it. You know what I mean? Because like you're moderate, so you're kind of always like arguing like for both sides. You know, so like I feel like the community is so overwhelmingly like loving Strange, and they hype him up so much. I feel like that and I've always had him like very high up in rankings, and I don't hate playing him. You know what I mean? So, but I feel like I have to like say the word of reason here that guys, Strange cannot defeat every single expert villain with 25 blank cards. You know what I mean? Uh, Infectious says, so you're a contrarian? No. So it's like I feel like I'm a moderate. I think that I am. So on a scale of 1 to 5, I think that I see Strange as a 4, but I feel like most people see him as a 5. So if I'm talking to people that see him as a 5, then I have to like talk how like he's a 4. You know what I mean? But if someone were to say like he's a 1, I'd be like, whoa, what are you talking about? He's good. Like he's very strong. You know, you're drawing cards. With the wins, you're passing out toughs in multiplayer. You're stunning, confusing in true solo, and then you know you have the resource. You know what I mean? So, okay, you said just mess with me. Okay, Nar Antler says, I saw outrageous damage or okay, I see outrageous damage or thwart as a carry. Status cards and blocks are good. They sometimes open the door to a carry, but when that happens, there's still not the actual carry. Yeah, that's kind of how I see that too. Like, yeah, so I don't know. Like, are you saying that Strange is also outrageous damage and thwart, or are you saying that Strange is like just kind of opening the door and passing out status cards and blocks? Because like I feel like he's just kind of doing that. Boo says, I agree that he's overhyped, but someone brings to the table, I know I don't have to sweat the game and can get carry if needed. Okay, yeah, true. Okay, yeah, so you guys voted here. 79% of the votes here for yes. So we're definitely have Strange here in the carry me tier. But now I want to change that definition there. Ninetale says, we need someone to be in that tier if to be like a definition, and Strange definitely one that defines it. Okay. Beowulf says, I'm more. Oh, hey, Beowulf. I'm glad you could join us here. What's the theme? So basically, we're just picking every single hero and we're putting them in this tier list based on how much you like your feelings on if you're to play with someone and they're like, I'm gonna play this hero. So for example, we're talking about like Deadpool here. If you're playing with your friend and he's like, I'm gonna play Deadpool, you're like, oh crap, like I'm effed. Like you don't want to play with Deadpool. And if your friend says, I'm playing Strange, you're like, okay, carry me, you know? So that's kind of I don't agree with that for Strange though, but you guys voted for that. So we are putting Strange in that tier. Okay, let's enter here. Okay, let's do I want something that's not super controversial here because I feel like we're doing like kind of the radical sides here for like the top and bottom. So let's do some in the middle. Let's do like Spider-Man Miles Morales. So I feel like if you pick Miles, he's either like here or like I'm happy about it. It depends on the villain. It's tough because like so the villain is susceptible to status locks. I'm pretty happy about it. But the villain's like stalwart. Like if we're facing damage and you're like, I'm gonna play Miles, I'm like, bro, why did you pick Miles? Like, no, if we're playing Thanos and you pick Miles, I'm like, bro, why'd you pick Miles? So Like, I'm like, dang it, dude. Like, you're not gonna like. I mean, you're still gonna like have numbers, but like all of your kids' sons and confuses, dude. Like, why did you pick Miles? So, okay, let's do a poll here for Miles because I'm kind of conflicted here. Miles, and then we'll just do the options here. So we'll do happy about it because like, how do you want to weigh sons confuses? Have a good time, um, or like carry you. So like, do you guys? I don't know. Like, it's weird because like the way that the villains like, yeah, he's very villain dependent. I feel like if you're facing a steady villain, I'm not happy about it, but like I think we're gonna have a good time still. You know what I mean? Because I think Miles is a strong hero. I just wouldn't be happy about it if we're facing a steady villain and you're like, I want to do a bunch of stats as on a steady villain. Um, Babel says first time playing or regular multiplayer. What do you mean? This is like for a multiplayer tier list. Boo says if it's 3 to 4 players, single stats doesn't help much. Yeah, yeah, especially for 3 or 4 players, right? Because but Miles can easily stun and confuse a villain. So like if you have one player always in alter ego, especially in 4 players, I think Miles will be doing some work. Wicked says, okay, well, we're gonna go to that later on, whenever we talk more about him. For Star Lord, Boo says, have a good time on average, but carry you for steady stalwart. Yeah, you guys voted 100% for have a good time. Yeah, so let's just throw him in here. The that we're gonna have a good time. I'll put him. I'll put him at the top of it. I think generally I prefer to see Miles than all of these guys here. I would just say if the villain is steady stalwart, like all that stuff, then like I'll put him in the like F probably section. Like I'm pretty not excited, but I think generally like most villains don't have that. So like I'm usually feeling like I'm gonna have a good time with Miles if someone plays Miles at our table. Um, Bill says Peter Parker will be a care you. It was played by me. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I have a few Peter Parker games like on YouTube, like multiplayer games. And like I do this in real life too. Whenever I play Peter, I like give the draws and stuff to everyone. So I like play out mansions and I have the other person draw. But I mean, I don't think that's like maybe I don't know. I think a lot of people do like that supporting role whenever you're playing a high economy hero. Like I know Captain Marvel builds do that a lot too. Neurosys says, any advice on Nebula Expert campaign? I'm in the middle of Galaxy Most Wanted as leadership Star-Lord and Aggression Gamora with Justice Flash, okay, with Justice Events. I keep getting to phase 2 and I lose steam or she kills or schemes out. Expert campaign Nebula is tough, dude. So, yeah, I don't. So, all I can really think of, I don't really remember her on campaign. I played her one time on Expert campaign and I have that on a channel. I play as Magneto in True Solo. And that that was if you guys watch, I actually lost my first game and had to run it back. That was the only that was like my only loss in that campaign run. So I actually beat Ronin, but I lost to Nebula because dude, Nebula's freaking tough. Um I don't even remember her campaign mechanics. Is she worse in is she so generally I think Nebula is easier in multiplayer. So I know you're playing two-handed, but if you're playing, I don't remember if her campaign makes it more tough in multiplayer though. Um, any tips? I'm trying to think of like I don't really have any tips, dude. Nebula is terrible. You're playing Star-Lord and Gamora. Star-Lord and Gamora. Oh man, you're getting phase 2. So I would say yeah, I think you had to rush, especially because you're playing Star. Sorry, so like my strategy with Magneto was to like rush her down. So I think if you're playing Star and Gamora, especially leadership and aggression, rush her down. I would say just push as much damage as soon as possible. Because yeah, like you have to just believe and hope that you don't get a bunch of techniques. I think that's the best way to go about it. She starts to guarantee technique and play it. Yeah, yeah. So I think just try to rush as soon as possible. Boo says we need a new tier. Play Web-Warrior Fanatic. Nah, guys. I did play some games where I've gotten carried before too. Baywell says, so funny watching your videos playing Domino because you have such amazing decisions with heroes. You know about Domino. I'm scrolling the video. Yeah, I am not a good Domino player. Domino is tough, dude. Nar Antlers, I know he's in the chat here. He'll tell me like this decision or like this choice here was like better, and I miss stuff with Domino all the time. So yeah, Domino is definitely not a hero that I am super duper good at. Sorry guys, my wife is texting me here. Let's see. Got very close to my um What do we have to do tomorrow? Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me see. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Apologize. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Apologies. Apologies. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So let me see. Where do you guys? Okay. So let's end this poll here, and then let's do the next hero. Boo says, "No need to apologize unless it's my wife texting you." Thank you. I appreciate. I appreciate it. I gotta make sure I text her back. All right. Let's do Hawkeye. Hawkeye. I I don't. I'm not putting him higher than this. This is the highest that he's gonna go. But do I feel like completely screwed if you choose Hawkeye? I don't think so. I think so. Like I played with Hawkeye before. I told Sora like all the time. So huge shouts to my buddy Keegan. He played Hawkeye because he really likes the Hawkeye hero. Like not in Marvel Champions. He hates Hawkeye in Marvel Champions now, but he likes Hawkeye the character. And I played as Spider-Man. And I was like supporting him. So like I gave him like everything, like the mansion, like draws, all that stuff. And then like I thought we were gonna go cruising because like we were like all fully put out. We like had double mansions, double helicarriers, like all that stuff. And then like we're using everything for him to like have big turns. And then he kept getting bottlenecked by needing to exhaust the bow to play events. And it was tough. Like, and I think it's also because I wasn't too familiar with Hawkeye. So like I remember there's a turn where like we just gave everything to him and he had like 10 cards in his hand. And then he like played one air event. And it was like, I can't do anything else. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean you can't do anything else? It's like, yeah, like I can't because my bow is exhausted. Because we're facing expert Magneto, and Magneto always exhausts your like upgrade supports, and he'll exhaust your character as well. So like that was like a really rough game. Um, Boo says hot take. I'm having good time. Okay, okay, okay. Then all right. You know what? Okay, then I'll put him here because you guys are having a good. So if you don't say that, I'll put him here. But since you have a good time with Hawkeye, I'll put him there. Um, there was a point where you had to, oh, talking about my domino game. His card digging deep. And I was like, no, you can put on top of your deck and use a pistol. Oh yeah, yeah. I always miss that too because like Donna has so many interactions with cards that aren't even in her kit, like the digging deeps and White Fox and stuff like that. So like yeah, it's like White Fox is not a lot of resource. So you like it's like how do you leverage how much you want to discard it for like getting her into play versus getting a wide, which is a double to like use effects to get like 2 damage off forever. All right, let's do Black Widow. If you pick Black Widow, I feel like I gotta carry you, dude. I don't feel like we're gonna have a good time. I'm very anti Black Widow. Let me think. In multiplayer, like I feel all you're doing is playing preps, right? You're playing preps. You're so slow. You're just putting preps on your table. Okay, let me see here. I'm looking up Power Heroes. Let me find Black Widow's cards. This is what will determine for me. If Black Widow, if her preps can trigger on everyone, then I'll move her up a tier. Let me see. Where is her? She's in the first wave. So we're gonna look up. Okay, so there's Tappy. Okay, if her preps can trigger off anyone, will be much more happy. Okay, so let's see. She's trying to play our gauntlets here. She's trying to play her preps. Okay, this is not bad. When a boost card is turned face up, so any boost card. Okay, so she can do this for me. Okay, this sucks. It's only whenever she reviews a treachery. So whenever I review a nasty treachery and she has it on the table, she's not blocking out for me. That's a point deduction. This is not bad though. When a minion enters play, you can discard it to do 2 damage and stun it. Okay, so that's helped me out. So okay, it's not too terrible. Like the only one that she can't really. So this is the only one that she can't cancel for me, I guess. So bump her up. Let me see what chat says. Bill says, "What do you think about having the Nebula hero?" I think that's controversial. Ooh, I think that's a fun one to do. Boo says, "I have a good time, but that's because she's so easy to play as Shield Arch Eagle. The extra threat thresholds make her more viable." All right. Let's bump her up then. We'll put her in. We're gonna have a good time. I put her in the bottom though. Let's go ahead and do Nebula here. Nebula. Ugh. I feel like I had a good experience with anyone else playing her. I feel like I'm gonna put her in to carry you. I'll put her in front of Hawkeye though. I I think that if you're like I'm not a super skilled Nebula player, right? So if I'm playing Nebula, you're gonna have to carry me. But I feel like if you're playing with like a super skilled Nebula player, potentially, like she'll go up. But like I've never seen it. Like no one's ever played with me with Nebula like that well to where they're doing that in my personal experience. So I think I'm gonna put her in the carry. I feel like she's usually like I think she's better in multiplayer, but I think that her kit's still like kind of clunky. Um Baywolf says, "I don't mind a Black Widow." Okay, okay. I think we should maybe change some of the stuff to like, I don't mind. Like, should we add a tier here, guys? How do we add a tier? Do you guys want to do? Oops, that's not it. Oh no no no! What happened? Okay, let me change this. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Sorry guys, I'm a noob. Yeah, let's add a tier. Let's do I think we should do I don't mind, right? Let me do a poll here. Let me do a poll. Should I add a tier bracket? I don't mind. Let me see what you guys say. Sorry, my wife's texting me again. All right. Sorry about that again, guys. Okay, let's see. Snow Wolf says if Star doesn't get put in the I'm effed, I riot. Yeah, we'll talk about him. We'll talk about. I'm not sure what you guys think about him. I think I'm gonna leave that one for chat because it's a little bit controversial. Let's see. Agreed. Carry me for someone I know. Maybe even F for a stranger. Yeah, yeah. Bill says Nebula works amazing on a confused lock deck, especially now with Battlefield Benevolence. Yeah, like she can definitely flip down a lot, but she'll be down off ego all the time. So villain will be like if the villain gets an activation card, they'll steam against her. You know what I mean? So like, what are you saying? Do you say? Are you saying that we should like bump her up? Corral says, "What's up? First live stream. Thank you, dude. Love the standalone multiplayer ring idea. Awesome, dude. I'm glad that you like the idea. And you guys are all voting yes here. So let's add this. I don't mind here. So we're gonna add a bracket here. Um, I don't mind. So this would be the super neutral tier. And then what color do we put this, guys? Is there any yellow? Does yellow work? How's that look? Oh, this is already yellow. Okay, we gotta change these colors then. So we'll make this green color. And then why don't we make this one blue then? All right, there we go. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, so I think Nebula is. Wait. What the heck? Something happened. Wait. No. Sorry, guys. Carry you. Okay. Okay, so I think Hawkeye here. I think Black Widow. I don't mind. I don't think we're gonna have a good time. Like for me personally, I think. Yeah, I think everyone here. I'm still. I'm put him here. I'll say this. I feel like because I see some of you guys chatting that as well. Like difficult to pilot. If this is a difficult to pilot hero, I might put him. I think maybe even Iron Man drops down here because I think Iron Man's doing so good late game. But like I definitely don't mind playing with Iron Man because I know like we're gonna have a good time late game. But I feel like early game, like I think he goes. I don't mind for me, guys. Let's see. Trying to catch it here on chat. Dark Rare says the F tier is just for Deadpool, Starlord, and Groot. Groot! What? Why is Groot going there? That's messed up, dude. Bayho says, there's a hero that changes drastically from single to multiplayer, and that's Valkyrie. Yeah. She's not the only one. There's a few other ones. Um, Snowwolf says Black Widow is peak meh, or like she's peak period, and then like meh because I put her like down here. Um, so okay, all right, yeah, we're gonna do these brackets here. Okay, all right, let's do some of these toxic ones. Okay, because Wicked also mentioned Star-Lord. I see you guys mentioned it now, so let's do Star-Lord here. Okay, I'm gonna leave for you guys. I'm gonna leave for you guys. Star-Lord's Snow says Black Widow is a definition of man. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a hot take. So Star-Lord here is gonna be very controversial. Okay, he is either gonna go here. Okay, he's either gonna go here or he's either gonna go here. He's actually, I think that no one's ever happy that someone else is playing Star Lord, and no one has to carry Star Lord, right? you're entirely effed if the Starlord player is like doing shenanigans. You know what I mean? So like, and then Starlord can carry you as well. Like I play a Starlord game where everyone was supporting me, and they didn't have fun, but I was able to carry to do like 100 damage or like whatever in a turn, right? But like none of the other three players had fun. So let's see where you guys want to put Starlord. So let's do Starlord, and then we'll do let's just put S tier, or let's see what you guys say. I feel like you guys are gonna vote for the bottom tier here. And we can see if you guys want to play with Deadpool more or Starlord more. Although I guess in bigger multiplayer games you can defend for Groot, so you can keep. Yeah, I think Groot is actually pretty solid though. And I don't know. I played some carry games as Groot, like defending for a table and stuff too, and also like massively thwarting and tagging. Bill says Starlord will be difficult to pilot. Yeah. He could go in I don't mind, to be honest. Let me see. Dream says Starlord equals I carry you. Snow says Starlord sucks because he checks your area. Starlord needs an errata to just check face on counter cards. Oh, that'd be interesting. If he has 0, but a player has 3 and player C has 3, he gets nothing. But player A has 3. Yeah. He'll be too overpowered though. I feel like because especially in multiplayer, if he checks all encounter cards, because then he's getting like 3, you know. Like or not 3 every single turn, but like if everyone decks out like at the same time, like he'll automatically have that from like the regular deck out. Robot, welcome to chat says in the I'm F tier. If Starlord is having fun, but I ain't, that's definition of I'm F. That's fair. Narayan says Starlord with X-Force teammates all day long. Yeah, Narayan likes his Starlord multiplayer aggression builds. Okay, you guys voted I'm F. Okay, yeah, we're gonna put him here. We're gonna put Starlord at the very bottom. Yeah, no one wants to play with Starlord. Okay. Do you guys want to play with Starlord more or Deadpool more in multiplayer? That's the question. This is the biggest question for this poll. Do you let me rephrase that? Who do you want to play with more? Who do you want to play with more? Snow says Deadpool. Boo says Deadpool for the memes. Really? Dang, I'm surprised. Yeah, you know what? That's fair too. Because like I'm think like with Deadpool, at least his survivability is like off the charts, so you don't have to ever block for him, right? It's just that you have to like throw a lot more because he keeps adding stuff which goes to the main scheme. But Star-Lord, if the Star-Lord player just keeps on getting encounter cards for like no reason because they're just being greedy, like they're just like, oh, I want to play, some like random trash upgrade that like no one ever plays. Like I don't know, what's like a useless card. I don't know, like just some useless card. Like if he has White Fox in hand, he's like, I'm gonna use my like hero ability to play what could go wrong. White Fox, like a 1/1 ally to get an encounter card. I'm like, dang it, why'd you do that? So that's fair. Okay, let's leave the poll running a little bit though. But you guys are voting for Deadpool. Narayan's just shocked that no one wants to play with Star-Lord. Dark Rider says, I'd only be happy with Star-Lord at the table if the pilot is experienced enough to pilot him properly. Most people aren't. Yeah, I think that's a fair criticism too, to like put him like in a lower tier. But you guys want to put him in the F tier, so we're just gonna put him there. A lot of people said that. So okay. I'm gonna let the poll run a little bit here, but let's do another hero here. Ooh, let's do Spider-Ham. Spider-Ham is carrying me, I think. Right or no? Above Strange? Let's put him behind Strange for now. Okay. So if someone's playing Spider-Ham. So the thing is, okay, with Strange, like I've done this before, where like the Strange player's like, I really need to flip down. Like I really need to flip down and heal, and I want to use my alter ego ability to like get rid of a card. And I'm like, bro, I don't know we can flip down right now. And then they do it. I'm like, okay, all right. And then like, yeah, I don't know. I feel that's happened with Strange. And I feel with Spider-Ham, no one's ever like gotten in a dire situation unless they like block for me or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Spider-Ham's carrying his own weight all the time in terms of like thwarting, in terms of economy, damage. Him reading with organic webbing is insane with the board control. I mean, Strange has that too, but he doesn't have the board control with the ready, right? He's ready to play those invocations. Sparham can ray up, attack twice, Thor twice. I don't know. Boo says carry me. Okay. I've carried as a pig in 3-player. Yeah. I've had people carry me, or I have friends that played Sparham and carried me before, in 3 players. Okay, all right. Here's another question then. All right. Do you guys feel more safe with Strange or Ham in multiplayer if someone else is playing the hero? So uh who has carried you more? We'll do Strange. I'm gonna leave this for you guys as well. You guys know what I think. Maybe I'm biased. I'm not gonna put my opinion on there, but you guys can be the one to determine where to put these guys. Let's see. Boo says Spider-Ham's biggest weakness is that he has to play leadership to get clarity of purpose. Yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, I've had friends use the Web Live Destiny, and they pass out the draws for me because when their Web Warriors die, they let me draw a card. So like he's pretty good. Because like it's like, oh, I have enough tune counters. Like you can draw the card off of the Web Live Destiny from my Web Warriors. So I'm gonna let that poll run a little bit, and then I keep on saying this, guys. I'm gonna rapid fire like for real. Okay, if you guys want me to stop, you let me know. I'm gonna rapid fire these. Okay, let's do some non-controversial ones. We'll do Nova. Nova, we're gonna have a good time. Nova is popping off multiplayer. I like Nova a lot in multiplayer. I'm gonna put him pretty high up because he's clearing off the last threat, defeating the minions, and then riding up and doing more stuff. Black Panther, I think we're gonna have a good time. Black Panther, yeah, you're setting up your upgrades. I think I like him more than Miles here, not as much as Nova. Spider Woman. Ooh, no, that might be a hot take, so let's not do that one. Let's do Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch. I'm not happy about it because like I don't like it whenever like you keep milling in counter deck. So I'm not necessarily happy about it, but I think we're gonna have a good time for sure. I'll put her in front of. No, I think he's just like tanky and he's like stable. You know what I mean? She's literally the definition of unstable. So I'm put her behind Black Panther here. Let's do. Oh, I know. Beowulf mentioned Valkyrie. No, she might be a longer one to talk about. Let's save her a little bit longer. SPDR is like Iron Man. Yeah, but I think I'm more comfortable if someone plays her over Iron Man though. I think she gets, but she's also difficult to pilot, so I think this is a fair spot for her. Let's do Iron Heart. Same type of boat. Same type of boat as like SPDR and Iron Man, but she's the easiest to build out. I think she has the biggest hand size there. So yeah, I don't mind her. Like early game, I might have to carry a little bit, and then late game, you're gonna be the one to carry me, Spectrum. Let's do Spectrum next. I think we're gonna have a good time. Yeah. Yeah, because you can flip down whenever you want to do your thing to change your form if you're ever stuck. So she's like less clunky. So I don't feel like the other player gets clunky that much. I'll put her in for Wolverine. I feel Wolverine's still scared to play with sometimes if they die. I've had my Wolverine player die a lot. So let's see. Thor. I don't mind Thor at this point in the game. He's gonna summon a lot of minions though. Maybe that might let's not do Thor yet because that one might be in the carry you section. If you guys feel like he just puts minions on tables for everyone else to deal with. Boo says, yeah, Spectrum feels really good. 3-player, yeah. Neo Jaw says, what Deadpool goes with Cable? They're amazing together. Yeah, I mean they're amazing together, but one is very friendly and one is super volatile. Norian says 2 buddies show up, one with Scarlet Witch, the other with Deadpool. Celebration extravaganza, yeah. And I played a game with who did I play? I played Thor with who? Oh, with Star-Lord. So I did. If you add Thor in that game too, because even with like a squared off build or like come get me buff, he's still milling that in counter deck. Like Thor also mills for minions. So like Thor, Wanda, and like Deadpool and Star-Lord is like pretty toxic. That would be a fun game though. Rogue is pretty universal loved. I think Rogue's pretty cool. I think Rogue's a fun hero to have. I think I'm happy about like I think I'm happy every single time I see Rogue in multiplayer. Yeah, because like no. It's all right. I think we're gonna have a good time. Yeah, I'll put Rogue because like her obligation, I mean her nemesis is like so annoying. Like, yeah, her nemesis is terrible. Sometimes if she's touching you and you get like the wrong cards out, it'll do damage to you. Like she'll damage you. I hate when she damages me. That's not fun. All right, we're putting it at the bottom here of the. We're gonna have a good time. I think it's. I almost want to put her in. I don't mind. I think she hurts me. Yeah, we're gonna drop her down. We'll put her in the top. I don't mind. I guess. Like I definitely don't mind her. Like I don't have to carry her, but like she hurts me, dude. Sometimes she hurts me. We'll put her like here. I guess. I can't put the thing right. Okay. Boo says, "I'd rather see Wolverine over Rogue." Yeah, 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 true. Halek says, "Strange has carried me only because I haven't even tried Spider Ham yet. I got into the tabletop game recently with games like Arkham Horror. Nice, dude. Well, welcome to Marvel James, and I hope you're enjoying the experience. Yeah, um, yeah. I mean, yeah. If you haven't played with Spider Ham, who knows what he can do. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I've definitely played games, with someone else playing Strange where, like, the toughs just feel super duper nice. It's just not every single turn, but whenever they get the invocation on top of the invocation deck, we're, like, pretty solid, you know what I mean? Like, getting those toughs out. So it definitely feels very nice to have the toughs, for the table whenever Strange, does that. It's really the Rings of Riordor doing, like, the front load there for Strange. Uh, Gamora, I think we're gonna have a good time. I'll put her behind Miles, I think. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, I think we had the poll long enough here. Yeah. So you guys voted for Doctor Strange, 60% of the votes here. So we're gonna end the poll. Strange will be. I think we're gonna probably end up with Strange being number one here. Unfortunately for me, man, is this even my tier list, guys? Why do you guys have Strange so high? All right, let's do someone more controversial. Okay, I want to do Thor here, guys. What do you guys think about Thor? Does When your friend plays Thor, do you or do not mind have to carry him because he summons? Uh, I don't have enough space to type it all out, but basically, the poll here says, uh, when your friend plays Thor, do you not mind or do you have to carry him because he summons too many minions and the board is just like full of minions? And you know, I've done that. I am guilty of that. I've done that a lot to my table, but I usually deal with the minions myself that I summon. So I usually deal with like my own thing, but at a future turn. But I've definitely done that before where the board is just swarmed with minions. And I flip down to Artigo and I let them all scheme, which my table does not like. But yeah, Thor can definitely be a menace with all the minion stuff, but usually it's not too terrible. He's like, hey, can you guys help me take out these minions for me? Because I like summon them all because I want to draw cards, but I can't take out the minions by myself. So what are you guys voting? Oh, you guys voting 100% of votes here for not mine. Okay, okay, cool. Let's put him in the I don't mind then. Where do you guys think I should put him in I don't mind? Thor's definitely a hero that I played like a lot in multiplayer. I don't know why. I played him a lot in multiplayer. Depends on scenario and the character I play, but minions can be fun, so I don't mind it. Okay, okay, let's put him. I think that he's kind of equivalent to Iron Man then, like in that way, because he needs minions, like basically the entire game. But then like these guys here like need more help early game, and then like they're better late game, So no, I feel like people won't like seeing Ironheart in front of or behind Thor because I know people love Iron. So let's put Thor. Let's put him in front of Rogue and just in the middle there. Dark Rider says, "Yeah, having minions out was fun." Yeah, yeah. But like, I think yeah, but it's like you're still getting the regular encounter cards, like your regular minions, but then Thor is giving you like an additional minion on top of that. Dark Rider says, but he can usually hand them. That's true. Yeah. Okay. Let's do Captain Marvel. I think Captain Marvel, I'm pretty happy about. Like, please give me a commander proc. Like, let me draw the card. That's pretty good. I feel a lot of people usually play her pretty generously. Like, they're giving you the card draw. So, like, I don't think I can be too mad about that, right? Um, yeah, like, I know there's a lot of, like, Captain Marvel builds that, like, work to, like, help other players draw cards, which is very fun. So, I feel like I'm pretty happy about her. Yeah. Yeah, I think I still like Cable though, because I like being able to tutor out my key upgrade or my key supports, and Cable is doing that for me. But Darwara says, yeah, happy with Marvel. She's strong, consistent, not too hard to play. Yeah, yeah, definitely happy with that pick. All right. Okay, let's do Valkyrie. Valkyrie might be a hot take. So she's either in we're gonna have a good time or I don't mind. I don't think I have to carry Valkyrie. I think she definitely carries her own weight in multiplayer. Um, what do you guys think? Let's do another poll. You guys said I don't mind for Thor, so let's do another poll here. What do you guys think for Valkyrie? I don't think that she's needlessly summoning as much minions as Thor, so I feel like she's higher up than Thor. Uh, time, I don't mind, but she is still summoning minions, though, right? Yeah, let's let that poll run, and I'm gonna rapid fire a few while we're having the poll run here. Okay, let's see. Psylocke, I think we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a great time. I'm not like happy about it, like as much as these guys, but I think she goes like here. Let's see. Venom. I think Venom we're gonna have a good time. Yeah. Even if you get your erasing builds out, I can help you deal with them. Like they're not too hard to deal with. So I think I'd rather see. I think Venom after Miles. Let's see. Vision. I think we're gonna have a good time. Vision. Um, around Venom tier. Let's put him like. Don't want to say. I think I prefer Venom. More than Vision. Uh, ooh, Gwen. Am I happy about Gwen? Are you guys happy for Gwen? Because she's like usually gonna defend for you at least once, right? I think it depends. Like I played a game where my wife played Gwen against Hela. Hela wrecks Gwen because with the recommended modules, you get stuff like seduced, and she has to flip down to off ego, and she gets exhausted with like frozen and stuff like that. So like she's like super neutered. So like yeah, let's do a poll for Gwen. I'm not sure about Gwen. You guys said I don't mind Frog. Okay, so we're putting it just in front of Thor because I do think that she's better than Thor, generally in multiplayer. Because she like I think she handles minions better than Thor. Okay, let's do a poll here. We'll do Ghost Spider. And then I'm not let's just do why don't we just do tiers here, guys? Because I don't know if I can type all that out. Where do you think about playing with Gwen? For me, no lower than this, right? Because I mean she'll block for you, you know? And I think I feel like I'm pretty happy about it. Like you never have to block for Gwen. So like that's really nice. You don't have to sacrifice your allies for her, which is like nice as well. Because like sometimes whenever you're carrying people, you're like playing allies and you're blocking for everyone. I've had turns where like games where I have 3 allies on the table, and at the end of the villain phase, I have no more allies because I sacrificed all of them. So like that's kind of like eh. So you guys voting B tier here. So okay, let's just drop her down to B then. I think I'll put her in front of Nova because I feel like I've had to block for Nova a lot. And Gwen is like very I feel like if you're a self-sustainable type of hero and you can even like put that for other players, like that's pretty helpful. So let's think about defending. Let's do Shadow Cat. I think you guys will love Shadow Cat, right? I think I'm happy to play with any Shadow Cat player. And I'm more happy than Captain Marvel. No, I like to play with Captain Marvel more than but I think Shadow Cat's a hero that I'm pretty happy to play with. Like you'll defend for me at least once, right? Like you're gonna be defending a lot. So I feel like that's a solid put there. Let's see. Let's rapid fire a few of these again. Jubilee. I feel like every time I play with someone who plays Jubilee, they like get to that territory and I have to like they have to flip down and heal. I feel like that. But the thing is, her stats are nice. But like it's like same as Hawkeye, right? The stats are nice. But like, yeah, I'm put Jubilee in the carry you. I feel like Yeah, if you guys disagree, let me know down in chat. But we're gonna put Jubilee there. I feel like she just gets to like so close to dying all the time that it's a little bit. Well, her item thing is nice. If you're playing here with items, her shopping spree, I don't know. She could definitely go in the I don't mind. Let's put her here though. Okay. Boo says Julie's I don't mind because she can be strong. Okay, that's true. Especially if they're like set up a status log. I definitely don't. Yeah, let's put in I don't mind then. We'll put it at bottom though because of that. All right, let's do Bishop. Oh, you're taking hits for everyone. I like the energy conversion. You can play that and take the hit for me. Um, what else is he doing? He has like the on rifle is fun. I've never really had a bad experience with someone playing Bishop either. Yeah, we'll put him here. Oh, is Bishop carry you? Does Bishop carry? I don't know if Bishop's carry. He's doing a lot of damage late game. Is he that good? Okay, let's do another poll then. You guys voted a B tier for Ghost Spire, so we're gonna have her there. And then let me see. Boo says Bishop can carry. Yeah, he definitely can. Has Bishop carried you in multiplayer? I think at worst, Bishop's gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy to play with Bishop. Boo says with the super fastest card build, yeah. Invite Homie says, yeah, Jubilee can be strong if they're giving their items. Yeah. Jubilee helps, like, Jubilee can almost be like Cable, but I think build support's better. But like getting items out can be very useful. So for sure. All right, let's see here. Oh man, what do you guys feel about Domino? Domino? I hope Nara Evans is not in chat anymore because Domino, she's always dying. Her turns are so long. I'm just sitting there watching her like do her thing. I'm like, well, I'm not having fun. You're the one having fun. I don't know, guys. Well, oh man, what do you guys think about Domino? I feel like I don't like playing with dominoes. Isn't Domino usually carry you? She's really hard to play super well. Okay. I'm glad you're agreeing. I thought that would be a hot take, but it seems like people are agreeing right now. Okay. Yeah, I feel like Domino, even like if you're a pro Domino player, I feel like she's not that strong, right? Yeah, I think we gotta carry her, guys. I think I'm gonna put her here, beneath Hawkeye. Like, she's a liability, right? Robot says Domino is definitely I don't mind at best, and you capitalize at best. Okay, so we're gonna do the average out and put in the carry you. Yeah, it's great that you guys agree with that. So I know Domino is pretty beloved in the community, but maybe that's like more for like you playing her in true solo and stuff. But it seems like you guys haven't been having the best experience with her if someone else plays her. Oh man, Naruto isn't in chat. Oh no, okay. Domino can heal, thwart, or damage on demand. What? Hold up. Okay, she can damage on demand for sure because she got the pistols. She can heal, thwart. How is she healing and thwarting on demand? Is she healing me too? Because like I know she has like luck be a lady, right? Boo says if I'm playing Domino, it's a different story. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see like I feel like if I'm playing Domino and I'm getting like my vibe off. Naruto says Pip events. Okay, like that's true, but I feel like what if my Dom player is like my level of Domino and I don't Pip the events? You know what I mean? And I don't even play Pip. But Lucky Lady's not on demand. You said on. Oh, you're saying she can just heal. Period. She can thwart. Period or damage on. Okay. Yes. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Okay. Let's do another poll. Oh man, this is tied up, guys. Get your votes in. Where are we putting Bishop? Are we putting him in the carry me? If we do put him there, I'm gonna put him at the bottom here. But I guess I put him at the top of it. I'm happy about it because you guys are like tied up right now. You guys are like 50-50 right now in where you want to put him. Really though, I feel like am I more happy? No, Bishop's pretty good in multiplayer. Ninetale says I don't think she needs to be carried to be fair. Okay. Let's do a poll for Domino here, but I need to let this Bishop poll run a little bit longer because it's tied up, guys. I don't know where you guys want to put Bishop. Get your votes in, guys. It is tied up right now. Has Bishop carried multiplayer? Or is he just like very good? Okay, let's run a few here. Let's do X23. X23, I think I'm pretty happy if you play X23. She's pretty like she can defend, ready back up. She can block for me. Okay, it's in yes. So we're gonna put Bishop up to the carry me then. Okay, people love Bishop. Okay. Okay, yeah, yeah. The vote's getting more for Bishop here. 62% now for Bishop carrying. Okay. So Boo says always happy to see X23. Yeah, same. I'm very happy to see her. Okay, let's do Domino here, guys. Okay. How do you feel about your friend playing Domino with you? And we'll put I don't mind, or I have to carry them their turns. I have to carry their long turns. Like that. Okay, I'm gonna rapid fire as usual when you guys are voting. Okay, let's see. Iceman, pretty happy about him. Pretty happy about it. Iceman. If you guys play Iceman, because you put frostbites on everyone, I think I'm more happy than X23. Yeah, put him there. Let's see. Gambit. I don't think Gambit's strong, but I think we're gonna have a good time. I think Gambit's gonna be a good time though. Especially you can do more damage and stuff too. When you're doing all your damage stuff, you got piercing, you got range with that. Let's put him like pretty high up there. She-Hulk. When you play She-Hulk, I think we're gonna have a good time with She-Hulk, to be honest. Like she flips a lot, but like I think she's pretty good. I might be too high on She-Hulk at times, guys. So let me know if you disagree. But I feel like She-Hulk is doing some good things. Let's see. War Machine. War Machine is like she has to flip a lot, or he has to flip a lot, but I feel like we're having a good time because he has way more room to flip down and up. So I feel like War Machine also goes pretty high for me. I think I like him more than Miles in multiplayer. Put him behind Scarwitch in front of Miles. Boo says Skeeter results. My friends suck at champions. Yeah, I mean you have to factor that in. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait a minute, guys. 89% says Domino is I don't mind. Okay, so we're gonna bump her up then. Boo says agree with all his good times. Okay, cool. I'm glad that you're agreeing. Ninetail says Dom's attack is so strong. Yeah. It's just okay. All right, fine. Yeah. I think Domino. Yeah, I think so. Me personally, if you pick Domino, I'm like, dang it. Like, I think that this does not describe it, right? Because it's more of like you're gonna have such long turns. I'm gonna have to watch you play. Like if we play if we're doing like a 3-player game and it's gonna be like a 3-hour game, it's gonna be like a 2-hour Domino game. So it's gonna be like a 4-hour game, and it's gonna be a 2-hour Domino game, and me and the other player are gonna like take the other 2 hours. You know what I mean? But yeah, okay. Let's do another hero here. Nightcrawler, pretty happy about Nightcrawler. Pretty happy. Similar to Shadowcat vibes, right? But how do I feel like I'm more happy though, right? Am I tripping? I'm more happy to see Nightcrawler than Shadowcat. I think I still like Captain Marvel more though. Matt first says you're gonna have a good time drawing cards. Yeah. Unless you're playing with a greedy Captain Marvel who draws all the cards for themselves. But yeah, I think usually it's gonna be a good time. Yeah, because Nightcrawler like puts a bamf on the villain and like minions, like your minions for you, and he can block for you, which is like pretty. I think it's easier to put the bamfs generally than have Shadowcat trigger her perfect defense by staying in her intangible form. Let's see. Let's here. We got Phoenix. Is Phoenix I'm effed? Okay, let's not do her yet because I want to rapid fire a little bit. Robot says I'm more happy with Nightcrawler than Shadowcat. He's easier to pilot. Yeah, right. I feel like I don't know why. I'm glad you guys agree with me on these because like I think generally I feel like people like Shadowcat more than Nightcrawler. I don't know, but I feel like if you're playing Nightcrawler, I'm like more happy that you picked him than you picked Shadowcat. Okay, 90% here Going for Dawn for I don't mind. Okay, so we're putting it in I don't mind. I'm putting it in bottom though. Okay. I think these are like more controversial takes here. Let's see. Let's do Falcon. Falcon might be a hot take. No. Let's do Falcon first, and then we'll do the one that I want to do. So Falcon during the player phase, you get to see the top card encounter like always, right? If you're playing like Wanda, like that's amazing. If you're playing any other hero, it basically doesn't do anything for you. Like it does nothing for you. He can area recon. No, he can draw their fire. That's pretty nice. So like assuming that Falcon's gonna do that for you, I'm gonna put him in the we're gonna have a good time. But I almost want to put him here because I think he's difficult to pilot. And like you need to build your deck around helping me out, like around helping the table out, right? So I'm putting him where you have a good time. If you guys disagree, let me know down in the chat. And we can talk more about it. But I feel like that's a good spot. Let me see. Boo says, I do think Nightcrawler is easier, but also I think it's easy to hold on to BAMs incorrectly. Oh, yeah, that's true too. Boo says, yeah, Falcon's a good time. Yeah. Matterford says, I think the best multiplayer character is the one who can do the most for other players at the table, and we all know who that is. The helicarrier giver and mission leader player, Maria Hill. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about Maria Hill yet. Yeah. I move Nova down to combo carry as he gets 30 minutes turns. Oh yeah, that's true. Nova has pretty long turns too. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, okay. This is such a weird tier list, guys. We're gonna drop Nova down a little bit. He does have really long turns. I think he can carry. Like, there's times where he's carrying though. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many minions on the table and stuff like that. Like, you can set Nova up for a big carry. But yeah, I mean, he's still you can. Yeah, I don't mind dropping him down a little bit. Robot says, I don't mind at worst for Falcon. He just does a lot that amounts to nothing of real value. Dang. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that, but I think that in multiplayer, if he's offending without exhausting, especially at higher player count games, I think he's helping you out a lot. You know what I mean? Or helping out the table a lot because you don't have to block with allies or block yourself. Okay, let's do Hercules. I really want to talk about Hercules. I think if some, so like, you can argue that Hercules is like in this range with like Ironheart, SPDR, and Iron Man because like early game you have to carry him, and then like he'll carry you late game. But I feel like with Hercules, I feel like we're gonna have a good time because I feel like usually Hercules clears the first labor in turn 1. So like I don't really have to carry turn if it's just turn 1, right? Because like I have to manage the threat for you on the main scheme and like maybe like minions that start off in play. But like you got that right after turn 1. You know what I mean? It's just like 1 turn, 1 to 2 turns, like 2 turns max, where you're doing just your labor. But to be fair, if he gets the protect humanity, then it's a little bit annoying. Because now like you're not really powering up until like you block 3 times for someone. And you don't have the helmet that may take 3 turns to do because you have to exhaust a block. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. I think if Hercules gets the Hydra labor or the side scheme labor, he's like pretty high. Maybe like here. But if he gets the protect humanity labor, like he's pretty low. I don't know. Ninetail says, an interesting thing about the tier list is it's not only based on power level. Something like Ironheart is easily S tier, but due to definition, because it can only be C tier here. Yeah, right? Yeah. I think these definitions may have locked me out in how I want to put some of these heroes, guys, right? Because I feel like now we're kind of like, we're kind of stuck with some things. Because Hercules, I think is A tier in multiplayer. But I think with this tier list, I think I don't mind him, to be honest. Herc starts slow, but then will be the big brother table. Yeah, if you invest. Yeah, he will be the big brother table. So let's put him like it's just if you get protect humanity and you have bad luck, it'll take you 3 turns where he does nothing. And then he has a heal after that, you know? It could be more turns if he has to heal. Boo says top of I don't mind. All right, let's just go with that. Yeah. Because I definitely don't mind seeing him though. I'm not like upset to see Herc, but Invite says Herc can never catch a break with these tier lists. Yeah, maybe we should have just done like straight up power ranking for multiplayer instead of this. But I thought this would be like a little bit more fun to like talk about. Okay. Um, let's do Spider-Man, Peter Parker. I'm always happy to see Spider-Man. Like, I think he goes in front of Shower Cat for me. Because the thing with Spider-Man, like, not only is he always defending for himself, I never need a block for him, and he's often blocking for me, right? Like, he's back with himself and he'll like defend for me. But what did I want to say? Oh yeah, his economy is so good. Like, I've had other aspiring players like give me their mansions and stuff, and I've also given other people with my mansion and stuff because he just has the economy going, so like he can afford to give other people stuff. Um, Ninetale says maybe next time pure power ranking. Maybe, yeah, maybe not next time, but like definitely in the future. I definitely think that'd be a fun list. Boo says high and happy for Spider-Man. He just web kicks problems away. Okay, okay. I mean, you guys are saying so. I'll put him in front of Nightcrawler then. I don't want to be too biased here with Spider-Man, but I feel like I'm generally pretty happy. Boo says I prefer this format. Yeah, I think this is a fun one too. I think there's formats for everyone, so I definitely want to cover all lists. But I think definitely in the future, maybe not the near future, but in the future, I definitely want to do a multiplayer list with chat here. Invite said this is low key more fun. Okay, cool, cool. I'm glad that you guys are agreeing or are enjoying this list here. So yeah, Robot says agree. Awesome, guys. I really appreciate that feedback. Appreciate you guys. Okay, let's see. Hulk. Okay, here let's do Hulk. Do you feel like you're effed if someone picks Hulk? I feel like I just have to carry Hulk, to be honest. I feel like he does a lot of damage too. I don't think I don't mind. I think I do mind it if you play Hulk. I'm like, oh man, okay, you want to play Hulk, okay. Um, do I want to put you guys know I think Hulk is stronger than Hulk because I feel like Hulk is a slow start like Iron Man and SPDR and Ironheart, so you can just stay in alter ego. But once he's built out, he's way stronger in Hawkeye. Whenever he's built out, you know what I mean? He's doing a lot of damage. He's Hulk smashing. I feel like Hulk's not terrible. Boo says carry you. Yeah. Robot says bomb carry you. Okay, okay, okay. I can definitely defer you guys. I don't really like care where Hulk goes here. So if you think bottom carry you, that's definitely not a big deal for me. Yeah, okay, okay. So you guys aren't saying I'm after Hulk. Manafer says the most selfish hero in my opinion in multi is Justice Ironheart. Interesting. Hot take, but a hero sitting in alter ego while schemes drop and your table has to do thwart instead of their role, and then she ends the game. Move Ironheart to troll area. No, I mean, because I feel like when you're saying that she needs to sit in alter ego, so does like SPDR and Ironheart at time, or SPDR and Iron Man, right? You know what I mean? Like they're also kind of doing that. Like Hercules also kind of doing that. You said you're also joking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then like I feel like Ironheart does pretty good with like I think her hand size is what? It's 4 in hero form. You know what I mean? On her first form, and Iron Man is 1, so like it's not terrible. Norano says if Hulk plays full on damage, it's not bad. Ah, that if Hulk plays full on damage, I feel like we're effed. Like especially if it's like a 4-player game, because like he can't do enough damage if he's not building out. I think Hulk needs to build out in multiplayer unless you're rushing, unless everyone is rushing. You know, Hulk usually needs help with modern villains. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I kind of feel like that too. Boo says most of my Iron heroes only stay in Artigo for 1 or maybe 2 turns at start of game. Yeah, 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 yeah. I feel like it's just like 1 or 2 turns staying down in Artigo here, and then like they're gonna do really good after that. So I usually don't mind them. Gaston and welcome to chat. Greens from Argentina. Awesome, dude. That's crazy. Excellent videos and great game, Marvel Champs. Yeah, Marvel Champs is the bomb, and cool to see that I have an Argentina a viewer here. Manifer says, "What do you do with Sanctuary unless you draw the direct approach with Hulk?" Sanctuary? Oh, the Sanctuary side scheme. Yeah, I mean, Hulk can play suborbital leap, but then that's always doing that turn. Tired Odu, welcome to chat. There are effective shield alter ego home intervention builds that can run while building out. Do they run while building out though? You know what I mean? Like I feel like, especially in multiplayer, I feel like they're more so building out. Like I played Hulk a lot with suit up in multiplayer, And I don't think anyone minds me playing him, to be honest, because I feel like I give other people mansions too. But I really like to stay down in Artigo for that first turn too. But yeah, I mean, shield builds. People love shield builds with Hulk. I think I don't know. You guys agree? I think that shoot. This might be a super hard take. Okay, time for a classic Web-Warrior Fanatic rant here. I feel like shoot Hulk is the most overrated build in Marvel Champions. I think it's overrated because people see that build as like a very good build for Hulk. And maybe I'm salty because I feel like for my leadership build for Hulk, people say like other heroes can run it better. But I don't think a lot of other heroes can run that better. I think that Spider-Man can run it better. Wasp can run it better. But like not a lot of heroes can run a leadership Hulk build as well. For a shield Hulk build, I literally think 90% of heroes run a shield justice build better than Hulk. So I don't know why people, is it just the theme of like shield and Hulk? Because like I don't know why people have that like thought, because literally all these heroes here run shield better than Hulk. But for leadership suit up, Hulk runs that better than Iron Man. He runs better than SPDR. He runs better than Ironheart, better than Hawkeye, better than Hercules, better than Valk, better than Thor. Like I'm listing all these heroes I think Hulk runs that build better than. You know what I mean? So I don't get why people say for leadership Hulk, other heroes run it better. Like every hero runs it better. But then for Shield, it's like no, that's so good for Hulk. So yeah, I don't know. Tara already says agreed. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel that's a super hot take because I feel like people love the Shield Hulk builds, and I don't disagree that they're good. Like I think that it's definitely a viable way to play Hulk, especially in true solo. But yeah, I don't know. Boo says I unironically have a She-Hulk shield. Yeah, I think She-Hulk can run shield better than regular Hulk too. To be honest, actually, that run sometimes that's better than Shield Hulk. Yeah. It's called Jennifer Walters' undercover shield lore. Yeah. I can definitely see because like the alter ego flipping from She-Hulk, if she's able to flip like a lot, she's popping off like crazy. So she's a really fun hero to flip a lot. Like she gets so much value from flipping because you're like getting a free thwart, you know what I mean, with her alter ego ability, and you're getting free 2 damage every single turn too from flipping over to hero form. So I feel like she's so good whenever you're able to get that many flips, you know. But I think Hulk runs a leadership build better than She-Hulk because he can suit up Moon Girl, and I feel like and he can get ingenuity. So whenever he's building out, he can have a stronger built out board. Probably not than She-Hulk though, because She-Hulk has a crazy build out board with 2 focus rages, you know. But like the most heroes, Hulk actually gets a stronger build out board. But yeah, okay, side tangent over, side rant over there. All right, let's do some more heroes here. Okay, let's rapid fire some because, okay, this. Speaking of Hulk, let's do Hulkling. I don't know. Have you guys had Hulklings carry you before? I feel like Hulkling carries, dude. But okay, what does he actually do? He's just super high tempo. He's high value. I don't know. Am I tripping? Boo says, I think Hulkling can carry. Yeah, I think so, right? So I played Hulkling games. I don't think I actually played with anyone playing Hulkling though. So I can't really speak on that. But I played Hulkling in multiplayer. And I remember specifically a 3-player game where I played multiple strength and diversities by myself. So strength and diversity scales per player. It's 6 cost. And I'm just playing it by myself, like crazy, doing like damage and their move and like just like perfectly taking off the threats where we need it and doing damage where I need it. You know what I mean? And a combination of both. So I feel like his economy is just bonkers. Like, and strength and diversity is an alliance card, right? I believe so. Let me check it. I think strength and diversity is alliance. Let's go to Hog. Let's go to RCDB. I typed it wrong. I typed strength of diversity, strength in diversity. Yeah. So it's an alliance card. Yeah. Because I remember people help me pay for it sometimes, but like late game, I was just paying this by myself. So I felt like I was doing a lot. Yeah. Boo says, yeah. Okay. Let's put Hulkling in to carry me then. I want to put him in front of Bishop, to be honest. I feel like he has a survivability. You're not ever blocking for him. But Bishop can block for you, though, which is like pretty nice. Manafort says Hoakley and Tiger both carry and are high tempo, but with a new player piloting them, or if they're unfamiliar with the deck villain, they will slow down a game real fast. I feel like Hoakley, not really though. I feel like his economy, like he's pretty easy. I feel like Tiger, yes, because of the minions. So you just swarm with minions and you're not doing much. She could be difficult. Let's go and do Tiger next. For me, let me know if you guys disagree and we can talk more about it. Tiger goes in, I don't mind for me. Like, I don't mind her for sure. I think she goes at top. I don't mind because she's so strong and she's really fun. But like, anytime that you're putting a bunch of minions on the table, I feel like I'm like you're putting all the minions and they're engaged with you, so you're drawing more cards, but you're leaving them on the table potentially. And I have to look at those minions every single time. And I'm like, okay. And like what I like to do with Tiger a lot is I like to flip down to Artigo, so minions scheme. So like that's a little bit annoying for a table, you know? So yeah, I feel like for me, I don't mind playing with her. I'm not like happy to see her, you know? Um Tiger Odu says gang up card. Yeah, gang up on Tigra gets ugly when you have 3 minions locked down. Yeah, and it does happen. Yeah. Gang up is rough. Yeah, gang up is the Tigra's nemesis card. Maverick says if you give a new player Hulkling, they'll get decision paralyzation with what to select. That's true. Yeah, I mean, so I always pass a new player. Either Thor is interesting for a new player. Spider-Man, Iron Man, or Cyclops. I feel like Iron Man is interesting too. I feel like Spider-Man and Cyclops is solid for new players. I think Thor and Iron Man is also tough though. Snow says Tiger requires above average awareness. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so I feel like I don't mind. She definitely has potential to like, even like carry, but I think that most of the time I just don't mind it because of the minions. Minions are like all the the minion guys here go kind of lower just because like they're like a slippery slope. You know what I mean? They're difficult to pilot and play around. Boo says, I think it's pretty easy to teach a new player to stick to a specific shapeshift form. Yeah. For the first game, just use the others. Yeah. Even for me, especially when I first started playing Hulkling, I just played like one shapeshift form. I just play it and everything else is just double resource. So I feel like he's just really good just with that one upgrade. Usually you just go wing shape. You just be like, hey, if you go wing shape, it's gonna be pretty easy. You can thwart and you can attack, you can do you can defend, all that stuff. Okay. Let's do Captain. That's gonna be a fun one to talk about. I think everyone is happy to see Cap. I'm happy to see Cap at the table. The living legend for me, yes, please. He is. I think he's here for me. Do you guys think Cap carries? I think we're just really happy to see him. I don't know if he carries. Captain America, best new player here. Yeah. I feel like he's always defending for himself. He's not. I don't really have Caps defend for me much though, to be honest. But I feel like he's always easy to defend for himself. Yeah, he's getting his own economy set up. He's like giving living legends. Yeah, I feel like I'm happy with him, but I don't think he's carrying us. Yeah. Okay. You guys disagree? Let me know in the chat. Next, let's do. This is gonna be super hot take. Okay, let's do these two. These two will be some rough ones here. Okay, let's do Kamala Khan. I've heard before Kamala Khan is the best multiplayer hero. Many people say this. This is like a common sentiment. I think that to get to that point, she needs a lot of build out. So she's like in this round needing that build out. And I think when she's built out, she's not as strong as these guys, in my opinion. I think that she's slipping down to alter ego a lot because all of her personas are all alter ego actions. So she's doing nothing without her best turn is flipping from alter ego over to hero form because then she has a big hand and then all the alter ego stuff going on. I think I don't mind seeing her. I don't necessarily think we're gonna have a good time. So this is where I would put her, but I would defer to you guys as usual for this tier list. I would put her here. I would put her here behind these build out heroes. But yeah, let's see what you guys say. Manafort says protection cap will make someone buy the entire game on eBay. Oh, they play it? Maybe. I actually played sorry, drink some water. I remember me and two of my friends that play Mario Champions, we introduced it to this new guy Mark James, and we had him play Cap. He played it and he said like, "Oh yeah, this is a fun game." He never played it again. He never played Mark James again. So like he had an okay time. um, but I thought I thought it was fine, but yeah, he like had like I feel like he was being nice too. Like he wasn't like just saying like, oh, he doesn't like it. But I feel like he had an okay time, but not like a lot of fun playing Cap though. But Robot says Cap can carry, but usually just does his own thing and brings value to the table. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Boo says, look, I love me some Miss Marvel, but I put her in good time. Okay, okay, let's do a poll here. Coyote says Cap is phenomenal. Kamala needs someone to protect her. Yes, yes, I agree. I feel like Kamala needs someone to protect her when she's building up or someone to remove threat. Boo says, I've seen players get too focused on trying to guarantee a flip every turn because they read online. Yeah, that's a trap for Kamala. Okay, let's put Kamala here. Kamala. And then so I know Boo mentioned good time. I don't mind. Gotta carry her. We'll do that as the 3 options here for the poll. Matterford says, former, yeah, I remember you played Transformers, TCG card player, Cap. Oh, Captain America got you into the game, I'm guessing. Bought the entire game that week. Dang. Cat just plays like car subtype in the TCG, same as Quicksilver. Nice. I got in the game a wave 2 dance super early on. Yeah, I mean, I think Cap is super fun. Yeah, I think Cap is awesome, but yeah, that's a cool experience. Dang, 6-7% of the votes right now. Guys, get your votes in. You guys are voting to gotta carry her. Hey, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I feel like I was being generous when I put her here, but I do not mind putting her here in the I carry you section. Like this, dude, who is where I think that people that disagree with me maybe don't watch my channel. And then like, are we an echo chamber, guys? I hope we're not. I thought no, there are people that disagree with me a lot, like in my chatters. Boo says sinful chat. Yeah, I feel like you guys. I feel like this is too smooth of a tier list right now. I thought the stream would be like a huge argument and like a huge like debate, right? Because guys, let me just look up like, okay, let me Google Kamala Miss Marvel best multiplayer Marvel champions. I swear, people like talk about how good she is all the time. Am I tripping, dude? Let me see. Is this a good one? Okay, let's share this Reddit post here. So someone's saying my best performing decks for multiplayer are two-handed solo and just so you know, Miss Marvel, Justice. Okay. We take a look at the deck here real quick. So you got okay. I mean, it looks like a good deck. It looks like a solid deck. Interesting. It has like but clear area is much better with Miss Marvel because she can increase the threat removal. Multitasking is very good too. Yeah. So just like a solid like thwarting deck, right? But she needs to get where's her thing? She needs shrink. If you don't get shrink out, the clear area and the multitasking is not that good. You need to have shrink out. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this is a solid build. Okay, let's see the comments here. Fair heroes to play injustice. Okay, I mean it's fine. I want to see some multiplayer comments. In hard multiplayer, you can do some insane things with even the odds and 3 steps ahead. Okay, that's not really talking about Miss Marvel. Maybe I guess people don't talk. I swore people say like she's like the best. Am I tripping, guys? I'm trying to find something. Let's see. Yeah, so like I agree with this person here. She really needs shrink and a biggin. They can turn any thorn attack into more. Yeah. Dang, who downvoted this? I feel like that. I feel like what they're saying is like on point. No. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. And by who says come on fraud watch? Hey, you said it. Robot says Kamala hater here. Get her out of here, dude. Where I swear, what is going on? Like people love Kamala, but like all the haters are in the chat right now, and I'm a bit of a Kamala hater too. Tyre Odu says she'll be great after a few turns. I agree. She will be great after a few turns, but early on, yeah, early on it's tough. Boo says, okay, Boo's a big Kamala fan here in the chat. So he says, you're not considering the most important factor when playing Miss Marvel. When your teammates use her alter ego ability, you can say, smell that? Smell like team spirits. Okay. All right. That is not, you're not making a good case for her, dude. Boo says, then when they keep flipping down, tell them instincts in here. You are not making a good case for her at all, dude. You are not making the best case. We have 50% of the votes here for Gotti Carrier. Okay, guys, get your votes in. If no one votes more, we're going to put her in the Gotti Carrier, and I don't mind that at all. I do not mind that. Let me see if I can find. Okay, okay, another Reddit post here. So best thwarting heroes for multiplayer. Okay, let's look at the heroes here. If it were me, okay, and I had to answer this poll, okay, I already know that Miss Marvel is going to be like one of the like top answers. If someone asked me who do I want to play for the best thwarting multiplayer, okay, I would say Cable, because his thwarting is just flat good, but it scales. Like his thwarting is as good as anyone else's, but it scales more. The more sizing that you have in the victory display. So like, but it's not even bad in multiplayer because he's still doing a mind scan for at least 3 threat. Probably after 4 after turn 1. He's still throwing for 2 and readying up after he clears up a scheme. So I feel like Cable is still probably my number 1 for that. I'll say Hulkling's really good. I think Spider-Ham is very good. I don't think Strange is like the best thwart in multiplayer at all. I don't have him as like an amazing thwarter. He just has the on-demand ready with the cape and thorn for 2, but like that's it, right? Like when you get the invocation, he can throw with it, but like without it, he's not doing like crazy thorn turns. The thorn event's not great. Spider-Ham is with the organic webbing, like throwing for like 3 and readying back up, giving her intuition. He's throwing for 4 twice. He's doing 8 threat removal. Captain America is a huge thrower too with his what's that card called, that like event where you get +1 throw for the end of the round. Yeah, so I would say Captain America, Cable, Spider-Ham, Hulkling. Yeah, I feel like those are my like top thwarters for multiplayer, right? Like for multiplayer specifically, I feel like they're like top here. Let me see who else we got going on. Yeah, probably those guys. Let me see. Anyone else? I think I think Ant-Man's pretty thwarting in multiplayer. Maybe not as good as those other guys. Nick Fury and Shuri. Magneto can throw a lot. Storm. Yeah, Storm is up there. Yeah, so like that's who I would say, okay? Okay. Let's see what the people say. Miss Marvel comes to mind. She can handle all threat by herself. I don't know. Add a few Overwatch, clear area, crisis averted. Like I disagree. Like I think multitasking is like bonkers good with Kamal, especially in multiplayer. Come on, this is okay for 2 players. I think 3 players and up it gets rough. Just make sure someone on a table can help you survive. And then 25 upvotes, 13 upvotes for Miss Marvel here. Cable and Miss Marvel. Okay, I agree with this guy. Cable and Miss Marvel. They both require a little bit setup. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Spider-Ham. Scarlet Witch. I don't know. Like it depends on your hex bolts, right? If your hex bolts is doing it or not. Phoenix. Oh yeah, Phoenix is a good one too. Spectrum is a crazy shout out. I think she does have a good thwarting too. Yeah, and then like Scarlet Witch. Yeah. It's just but the number 1 like upvote comment is, Miss Marvel, 25 upvotes, and then Miss Marvel here, 13 upvotes, So I feel like people praise Miss Marvel so much, but not a lot here in my chat. So you guys know we have the best community here. The non-Miss Marvel Glazers. Snowball says W Cable, Mannequin Thwart hit for 10. Yeah. Like it's crazy. Like I literally have people go like when I'm playing with it in multiplayer and I'm throwing with Cable, they're like, holy cow, dude, that was crazy. Cause like the throw was like super high on the main scheme. We have made like a crisis side scheme, something like that, and it's just like all gone with like two mind scans, Boo says Nick Fury is pretty crazy. Yeah. I think Nick Fury is really good too. Boo says Ironheart. Yeah, Ironheart too, whenever she's set up. Yeah. Tyro says my rogue gunboat deck. Oh, gunboat's fun. Yeah. Was doing 13 damage and 13 thwart. Yeah. That's really strong too. Robot says the Miss Marvel glaze is unreal. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. Boo says Miss Marvel can do the 8 thwart for 1 cost trick, which makes people go crazy. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I let this poll run for 8 minutes. Okay, it's been a long time. And you guys put the majority, 50% of the votes here. Gotta carry her. 33, I don't mind, and 17, good time. So we're gonna put her in the gotta carry her, guys. We gotta carry her. We'll put it at the very top though. But unfortunately, that's what you guys voted for, not me. You guys voted for this. You guys wanted this. So for anyone that's watching the VOD, later on, and you're a Miss Marvel fan, I not put her so low. Chat decided to put her in the carry you section. So yeah, she is we do not want to play with Miss Marvel. If someone says they're playing Miss Marvel, we're like, oh no, I gotta carry her. That's a hot take, I think, for sure. Boo says, now I know how Web-Warrior feels about Strange, my heart. Yeah, sorry, Boo. I know that you like Miss Marvel, but unfortunately, this is a democracy here. Chat voted to put her pretty low. Okay, let's rapid fire some before we do another super controversial one like that. Okay, let's do Rocket Wreck. He might be a hot take. Phoenix is a hot take too because of her nemesis. I think these are like all hot takes here. Okay, let's do Silk. Silk is pretty chill. I think we're gonna have a good time with Silk. Silk. I put it in front of Venom there. Yeah, I feel like Silk's gonna be a good time. Wonder Man. Wonder Man's gonna be a good time too. I'm not happy if you're playing Wonder Man, but like I mean I am happy, but I think like happy like this, not like super happy. Let's put like I'm very happy about it because I want to make be more standout, Yeah, so Wonder Man, we're gonna have a good time. Probably like here, because like Magic Shields is like, pretty nice, even though she's milling in counter deck. Hexpulse can be very nice. Yeah, so I put him there. Metaverse says Deadpool. Built-in non-pool can be pretty good in multiplayer. Yeah, for sure. I don't disagree with that. I actually think Deadpool is pretty underrated in multiplayer. But I think like for like this list, it's like if someone else says, "Hey, dude, let's play a game. I'm gonna play Deadpool." I'm like, like I'm effed. You know what I mean? I feel like that's like the vibe of the list. Robot says go Ant-Man, uncontroversial fun. Yeah. Let's do Ant-Man next. Matt first says you have to play against the kit though, strange. Yeah, for sure. Like you're purposely just not dying and triggering his hero ability to not put the acceleration tokens in order for him to be fun. And then whenever you're ready for the push, then you just keep dying. Yeah. All right, let's put yeah, I think Ant-Man is pretty safe take here. We'll put him. I think I'm not happy, but like sorry, I'm not very happy, but I am happy. You know what I mean? So Ant-Man's pretty like around this Wonder Man level. More than Scar Witch, I think, actually. I feel like the army is pretty nice. He's healing himself, Maybe like here, actually. Yeah, let's put him there. Boo says, yeah, Ant-Man, good time. Yeah. Ant-Man's always a good time. All right, let's do, I think Cyclops. Cyclops is... Am I very happy if you're playing Cyclops? I don't think I'm very happy. So like, okay, here's the thing. If you're blocking allies, if you're chump blocking your allies for me, then I'm very happy. But I feel like most people don't do that all the time. So I feel like it's just gonna be a good time. Like I think he's solid. I think he's not as friendly as everyone else here. So yeah, we'll put him like also like around this area. I think I prefer to play Cyclops than Gambit. Let's put him like here. Let's see. Invite home says Maria Hill. Okay, let's do Maria Hill. Manfred says Cyclops at 50 cards is gonna have a good time. Cyclops, I'm not sure why. Boo says I'm very happy outside of few scenarios. It's a bunch of ally blockers. Yeah, that's true though. Should we put him up, guys? Should we bump Cyclops up? Depends if you want to enter play. X-Men Allies will stick around. X-Men Allies, yeah. Okay, here's another thing with Cyclops. If you're playing Cyclops, you probably have like some of my allies in your deck. And I'm like, bro, like if I'm running like aggression, like I have Sunfire, like you played your Sunfire. Or like, if I'm running like, I don't know, like whatever X-Men allies, like Psylocke, and you have your Psylocke. I'm like, dude, like I'm playing the Psylocke ally, but like you have yours already. You know what I mean? So I feel like he can steal everyone's allies so that like the unique rule is like annoying, yeah, so I feel like here's a good spot for him. Like he's generally helpful, but He might be stealing some of your allies. Let's do. Oh yeah, Maria Hill. Okay, I don't know about Maria. I don't know where you guys would put her. Snow says only problem with Cyclops is he tends to hoard. Yeah, he tends to hoard the good, unique X-Men trait. Exactly. Oh yeah, and too, right? Like he'll be playing extra in Utopia and stuff too. You know. Boo says especially now with Coordinate Effort. Yeah, Coordinate Effort is really good with him. Manfred says I've never lost. Yeah, I never lost scenario with Cyclops or Cable Homie. I trust Cyclops player to be the handyman table. Yeah, I mean they're very strong for sure. They're very strong, like Cable and Cyclops. But I don't know if like I'm definitely way more happy to see. I think these guys than Cyclops. You know. Who are we doing next? Who did I say we're doing? We're doing Maria Hill. Okay, let me think. Is she controversial? No, no, no. She's not. I think we're gonna be at least a good time. I think I'm pretty happy to see Maria Hill, right? No, I think she carries. No, yeah, in multiplayer in multiplayer. No, wait a minute. Okay, wait. That's what you guys are saying. Is she above Strange? Is she gonna be the person that because Pericles is potentially better than the Rings of Ragador in multiplayer because you can get this out super easily, especially in multiplayer. You exhaust it. You give a villain or a hero a stats card of your choice and give an ally or minion a stats card of your choice. So I think it depends on the player count. Because I play Maria Hill in 2 players, and in 2 players, she is the best because she like stun or confuse a villain and also give an ally a tough, and that just goes insane. And you can like, yeah, I, I don't know. I think she's pretty crazy. Um, and then she has no problem setting up. Like, yeah. Let's see. She's like the definition of like the best stunning confuser you could get, like above Miles. Where is he? Over here. But even if you can't stun or confuse against Star Wars enemy, she can still hand out toughs, is the thing. Let's see. Boo says, I'm very happy at least. Yeah, because she can carry even at 3 player. Never tried at 4, but I think near top of carry personally. Yeah, I think so too, right? Marie Hill is like Herc. If you invest in her, she's broken. Yeah. As long as I'm not playing leadership, Maria Hill is carrying me. Yeah, yeah. Someone says, my wife plays Maria in 3 players. I got a babysitter for six turns, at which point she invades like the aliens from Impen. You got babysitter for 6 turns. What? 6 turns that's like the majority of the game, no? I feel like she's like Hercules then. Yeah, that doesn't sound so good. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Maria. How hard? I think you guys are agreeing that Maria Hill carries. Does Maria Hill carry? And we'll say more than Strange. And we'll say like not more than Strange. So I think for sure I'm gonna put her top 2. And we'll leave the chat here. Ninetail says, even without the Pericles, other Heracles are still very good. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like how easy that she can set up her helicarriers. I need to pull up Holo Heroes because Holo Heroes has a helicarriers in a more accessible screen for us. Dude, those helicarriers are bonkers, dude. Like she's doing everything by herself in multiplayer games. I play games that weren't so fun because Maria, because like she's like doing so much. I mean, it was so fun though. It was just like we're just dominating, you know. So like Bellerophon, like AoE damage, like she can wipe out all the minions engaged with you, helping you out. You know what I mean? The Douglas takes every two-third off of every single scheme in play. This applies for every single side scheme because side schemes don't engage with anyone. That's insane. She got the Cersei, which can help any player put an ally for free. Like she's like Captain Marveling you. You know what I mean? You can play out your ally for free. Yeah, what is it? Oh, there's like more of her pre-con stuff. Does she have another card? Oh, she has the alien. Oh yeah, this thing is this I really like. She can heal through from any identity. So she can heal you. Like that is the like one of the best things ever to take damage and your friend heals you for you. So like a med team is so good for that. Yeah, that's like super duper nice. Yeah, I feel like she's really good. Yeah, let's see what you guys are saying here. You guys are voting 83%. Oh, okay, cool. So it seems like we're on the same page here. Matt first says pass out helicarriers to other players. Yeah. Boo says I think for sure more than Strange, but I also think that the pig carries Strange. I agree with you. The pig heart carries hard and strange, but I think for strange about the pig, right? Yeah. So let's put Maria Hill as number one. Okay. So yeah, okay. I'm a little bit surprised. I think I just didn't think about the list. I thought Maria Hill might be like controversial for some reason, but no, she is. Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid take. She carries hard in multiplayer. Like she goes like crazy, crazy in multiplayer. Yeah, she might be the strongest hero in multiplayer, right? Because she's already very strong in true solo, but it's that first turn that's tough. But yeah, Snowball says Strange will always be reliant on exhaustion. Exactly. Yeah, Marijo does not care. That's true. Obviously, if all of her upgrades or her supports get exhausted, like if Magneto exhausts all your upgrades and supports, that's rough. That's rough, but you can still play on the double. It's like ready up like the best one. You know what I mean? And it's much more rare to exhaust it. And she has a way to ready it though. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's not the end of the world to ready that. Julio, what's up, dude? I'm glad you're able to join us. We are you missed most of the stream again, but we still have quite a few heroes here to do. So I think we still got some time here on this stream. So we are basically ranking every single hero in the Game of Our Champions by how much you want to play with them if your friend is playing them. So like for your brother, if you're playing with your brother and your brother says, "Hey, I'm gonna play Deadpool," you're like, "Crap, I'm effed." You know what I mean? It's like, how do you feel about that? So we're the last one that we just ranked here is Maria Hill. So like I know for you and your brother, if your brother's like, I'm gonna play Maria Hill, you're probably like, yes, carry me, Maria Hill. Thank you, brother, for playing her. You know. So it says when my wife plays Maria. Okay, yeah, I need to know what you mean by this because you said you have to carry her for 6 rounds. When my wife plays Maria and I'm playing Winter Soldier, I feel like her personal shield assassin to remove her minions. Oh gosh, okay, so you're just kind of doing everything for her. Julio says, yeah, Maria is very good at high player guys. Yeah, like I think she might be the best hero in multiplayer, to be honest. We're not doing that tier list here right now, but I think she's very good. Boo says, they did my girl Kamala dirty. What's going on? Yeah. Julio, let me know down in chat too. What do you think about Kamala? Chat voted here to put Kamala Khan in the we need to carry her. So like these are heroes that like carry you, like we gotta carry them. So chat thinks that we have to defend for Miss Marvel and like block for her. You guys voted 89% of the votes here for Marie Hill being number one above Strange. Okay, I'm a fan of that. And then I said I want to do a poll here for something, but I forgot what I said I want to do a poll for, guys. I forgot. All right, let's do the next hero. Julio says Kamala traditional, but she can be very good with the right build. Yeah, yeah. I think that she's built good when she's built out. You know. Let me drink some water here. Julio says, I like the firepower home technique deck. Oh, yeah, yeah. Kamala can do a ton of damage. Yeah, she can go very high damage build. And like, so I think damage might be the best for her in multiplayer. Because I don't feel like she can Thor for the whole table. Especially because she needs to set up and you need to Thor immediately. But she can definitely do the damage for the whole table once she's built out. And you know, when you give her enough time to build out, she can like do a lot of damage, you know? Maffer says Valkyrie should probably be in carry you. Really? I think Valkyrie is pretty solid where she is. I feel like she's more solid than Thor. Like she doesn't really need any help with anything. Well, I guess she's not gonna pull her weight in thwarting, but like she can help do like she can clear the minions for you. You know what I mean? So I feel like what she lacks in thwarting for a table, she makes up for damage for a table. You know? Julio says Nightcrawler is also insanely good. Yeah, he's defend for everyone. Yeah, 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 for sure. He's very good. Okay, let's do Angel. I think Angel. I don't mind. I don't mind Angel. We'll put him like here. So the thing with the is that when you go Archangel, you have a acceleration icon. So like that can be annoying throughout the course of the game, like how much extra threat that adds. I think in 2 players, it's like worse, you know? So yeah, in 4 players it doesn't mean as much, but like that can be a little bit toxic. Just like adding more threat. It's like almost like Deadpool-esque, you know? But generally he's like pretty good. Like I prefer to see any of these heroes over Angel, but I don't mind him at all, you know? Nick Fury. How you guys feel about Nick? I think I'm not ever happy, but I think we're either gonna have a good time or I don't mind. depends. It depends. I think it's difficult to pilot. I'm gonna put him out of mind. I think it's difficult to pilot. I think that there's a chance that he's constantly having the villain scheme because in his stealth suit form, and the villain just keeps adding threat. It's almost like an IMF situation, but I think that Nick players usually aren't as toxic. So I feel like I'm gonna put him. I'm put him here. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Uh, let's see. Narino says Donald at the bottom. But I don't mind. How dare you? Hey, chat voted. Chat voted. You know. I think like we had some voters in carry you, and it ended up being this, but like we had to even out for what chat votes for. Um, let's see. Robot says Nick is fine, but unique ruling kills him for me. Ooh, that's a good one. Boo says Nick is a good time because he's easy to pilot. Really, I feel like Nick is actually kind of hard to pilot, but this is true with what robots. I think that's a good shout out. No Nick Fury ally. I forgot to even think about that. Yeah, because if you're playing Nick Fury, dude, I can't play Nick Fury ally. So like that's annoying. No Aaron's will be happy. I'm gonna put Nick at the bottom here specifically because no one's ever gonna have Nick Fury ally for the entire game if you're playing Nick Fury. Julio says, I don't understand the reason behind some heroes' rankings. I feel like Tiger's super OP in multiplayer, the same as Thor and Valk. Yeah, so the reason that we put the minion slayers in this tier was because they can be difficult to pilot. You know what I mean? So I for sure think that Tigra can carry like super hard in multiplayer. I think she has the potential to do that. I don't think that these guys can though, but I think she can for sure. But I think that if she's like not playing well, like the player is not good at playing her, and they just summon a bunch of minions, we can get stuck with a bunch of powerful minions, and they might wreak havoc, and we might have to spend a lot of time dealing with them, and they may not be worth what she's doing. You know what I mean? Let's see. Boo says you can still play Nick Fury Sr. And the robot says you can play different hero. That's funny. It's like, yeah. Uh, Nick is tricky to pilot like Vision, Shower Cat. Yeah. Blues and odds a no for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Evan says min slayers also suffer when there's no mins in play. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I think that mins like there's a much higher chance of them coming to play and they can summon them, you know what I mean, in multiplayer. But yeah. Uh, Metaphor says Tiger's OP, but she slows the game down when powered by the wrong person. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's kind of the reason that we have them a little bit lower. But I mean, we don't mind them. It's just that I think I'd rather play with like Falcon or Wolverine. Falcon specifically for if he's doing a protection, like what's that card? Draw their fire build. That I love Falcon for. But like I much rather see these heroes here than like Tigra, you know. Okay, let's see. Bucky. I like Bucky more than Tiger in multiplayer. Like I like someone else. Oh, sorry guys, that's Sesame's food. She's running. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I almost want to put Bucky. Let me think. Let me think. What is his minion summoning? Like he slays them immediately, and he removes threat. He takes off so much threat. I feel like if you pick Bucky, we're gonna have a good time. I he is a minion slayer that like cheats it out for me. I'm gonna put him behind Silk, right? I feel like I'm having a good time with Bucky because Tigra holds minions, she summons them and keeps them in play. Okay. Thor keeps summoning them to draw cards. Valkyrie doesn't really like need to hold them, but like her Thoring's not as great, right? So they cover a little bit for Thoring. Bucky, so that's me like right here. Bucky, if he summons a minion, he can kill it immediately, and he's taking off 2 threat as well. So he's like crazy thwarting for you and killing minions immediately. He doesn't need to hold them out, you know what I mean? So I feel like he's more friendly for me. Julio says Quicksilver is very good in multiplayer because you can give him a bunch of stat boosts. Oh, that's true. Yeah, let's talk about Quicksilver soon. Snow says Bucky my goat. Yeah, no, he loves Bucky. Boo says Bucky's very happy. I'm higher on Bucky than community. Yeah, I feel like I'm also higher than I'm also higher on Bucky than you guys or than most people. But everyone in chat loves Bucky here. Mapper says Winter Soldier is so welcome. Yeah, he deals with the issue that aggression and protection lacks. Yeah, Bucky is a good time. Best minion slayer. Yeah, dude, you guys are okay. Let's do a poll then. Should we put Bucky? I'm happy to play with Bucky. Bucky. Let's see very happy to play with him. Have a good time. We'll put I don't mind. So we'll do like the in case you guys do like don't like Bucky here. Sorry guys, my wife. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. You guys are going, yeah, 80% here. I'm happy to play with them. Okay. All right, guys. Let's put Bucky up pretty high. Let me see. Where is he? Oh, he's over here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to see Bucky too. I feel like his story is just insane. We'll put him, but everyone here is pretty good. I think I'm putting him at the bottom here. Of the I'm very happy because like no, put him in front of X23. I feel like a little bit more with his sorting, like with his after he defeats a minion, he can remove 2 threat, which does not have to exhaust and not limit to once per round. So like that's pretty nice. He's clearing minions for you and removing a bunch of threat, you know. But I think Iceman's Frostbites are nice. These guys defending for you are nice. The economy from these guys is nice. Robot says talk about Storm and Quicksilver next uncontroversial fun. Yeah, okay. Let's do okay. So let's do Quicksilver here. Because who we want to talk about him too. Quicksilver. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think. Go to 50% for the I'm happy to play. I'm very happy to play Bucky. Okay, 38 for I have a good time, and then 12% I don't mind. Yeah, so I think putting Bucky near the end of the I'm very happy about it is like the summary there. Okay, let's do Quicksilver here, guys. QS. I don't think he's carrying me. I think he can late game for sure carry for whole table, but I think that everyone's helping him set up, you know, in order to do that. So we're going to have a good time. Very happy about it. I don't mind, and I'm gonna put carry you as one of the options here, because like Quicksilver is very slow. I don't know. I don't know where you guys think he should go. Evan Snow, I agree with what you're saying here. Quicksilver is a wet noodle without upgrades. He is a wet noodle. Like, what if I'm playing Justice and I don't have heroic intuition or heroic conditioning in my deck? Like, if I'm not coordinating with you, what are you doing as Quicksilver is the thing. Tyler Odie says depends if friction resistance is the last card in deck. Yeah. Like, if I'm not Cable and we're playing Ultron and your friction resistance keeps on getting taken as a Ultron drone minion, like, dude, what are you gonna do for me, dude? Boo says Quicksilver can one turn kill stuff, but it takes so long to set up. He can have really clunky turns. I agree. So I don't know. I don't know how high he should go. If Iron Hearts, I don't mind. I don't see why Quicksilver shouldn't be. Yeah, I don't mind putting Quicksilver in. I don't mind, but I feel like chat was mentioning. Oh, sorry guys, let me grab that real quick. When she sits behind the laptop, she does this thing where she reaches over and she presses buttons, and whenever she does that, it like she might turn something off, like she might turn off my laptop. So I just grabbed her from behind the laptop. Sorry guys. So yeah, she sometimes she is a menace. Okay. Yeah, so I think I don't mind is not bad. Seems you guys are voting for we're gonna have a good time. Quicksilver without plus X attack gets taken to the woodshed by retaliate. That's also true. He needs to play the upgrades. Quicksilver's like Nova Jr. Yeah, I feel like Nova is better than Quicksilver multiplayer, right? Hulu says, I don't know. It often takes me 5-6 turns to get everything he needs down, but that's because we build around him. Yeah, I feel like 5-6 turns is kind of a long time, though, you know? So, okay, chat's voting 44% for we're going to have a good time. Okay, that's fine. So we'll put him in the we're going to have a good time, but I'm putting him at the very bottom of it because 33% of chat voted I don't mind and 22 voted carry you. So we actually have like the majority of voters voting like under we're going to have a good time. Oh, okay, now the votes has changed a little bit. So now 40% we're going to have a good time, 4% I don't mind, and 20% carry you. So I'm going to put him in the I don't mind then because we have some votes above, some votes behind, but I'll put him at the top of I don't mind because I agree. Like if everyone's focusing on him, he can go insane and carry the game with damage or Thorn or like whatever, right? It's just that he needs to do like he needs other players to coordinate with him and coordinate their decks. Sorry, guys. I mean, my wife is on the way home. Okay, we gotta hurry up the stream a little bit, guys. All right, let's wrap this up here. I don't have that much more time left. Okay, let me see. Roma is fine. The Quicksilver, yeah, yeah. Quicksilver needs to have his deck built to be a well-oiled machine. If you don't draw what you need, you're gonna have a bad time catching up. Yeah, 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 exactly. Hulu says, yeah, but MH is the same. Who's MH? She needs to sacrifice a bunch of turns to get her supports down and carry the game. Who is MH? Oh, Maria Hill. I don't know. Like Maria Hill turn 1 can tutor out Pericles guaranteed. And she can play it on turn 1 and immediately start using it. You know what I mean? Because she can tutor it with her alt ability. She can get any shoot support she wants. Maffer says my wife is almost home too. Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. Everyone's wife is coming home. Let's wrap this up, guys. Let's wrap it up. Boo says I disagree. Marie Hill gets online quick. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's wrap this up. Okay. Non-controversial. I think Adam Warlock. If someone plays him, he might be using your aspect cards. So let's put him out of mind. I feel like he's generally like pretty good. We'll put him like here. Yeah. Magic. I think Magic is pretty solid. She might have some longer turns, but I think we're gonna have a good time though. She's like pretty positive for a table. Yeah, other than the long turn. So like the long turn is a little bit annoying, but like yeah, we put her like in front of She-Hulk. Okay, we got Shuri. Shuri gonna have. I think I'm pretty happy to see Shuri, right? Why? Why am I happy to see her? It's just because I like her, but you're playing her. She's not really defending for me. Like she has some decent statuses. I know, no, I feel like we're gonna have a good time. I don't think she's as. Yeah, I think I'll put her like behind Cyclops here. Let me know if you disagree, and we can talk a little bit more about any one of these guys. If you guys, Shuri has a consistent start. Yeah. She's solid for sure. Okay, let's do Storm. I think everyone's pretty happy. This might be a longer one to talk about. Okay, let's vote here. Is Storm carry me, or I'm very happy about it? Storm, or is it just we're having a good time? So carry me. Very happy to see her. We'll have a good time. Let's see what you guys say about Storm. Let's see. All right. I haven't seen Storm carry personally. Maffer says Storm is carry me. Storm is carry easy. Video should be a two-part. Oh, maybe we should have done a two-parter. But we're almost done here. I think we should wrap it up. Lulu says Storm doesn't carry, but she helps the whole table. Yeah, she's kind of like Cable in that way, right? But I think Cable carries late game. I think Storm doesn't carry like ever, right? The positive negative effects. She can hurt the table. Yeah, that's true though. That's definitely happened before. I feel a lot of times I forget, like our table forgets, and we just do the positive stuff. And we're like, oh crap, guys. Every minion have +1 attack for that villain phase. We gotta take a bunch of damage now. Taro Odu says Storm. I know she can really help the table, but she does herself scale up to meet challenge. Yeah. So okay, 56% of the votes here. Very happy to see her. So let's put it straight in the middle there. Where do we have her? Oh, over here. I'll put her. Let's put her like I don't know. I feel like this is very nice. Like yeah. So we're gonna put Storm right there because she can be a detriment as well. Like if the Storm player is bad, they're giving all of you guys, like all of us, -1 attack during a player phase, and then +1 attack during the villain phase. You know what I mean? So she can be bad. She can be hard to pilot. You know. Okay, let's end that pull. Let's rapid fire a few more here. Magneto, I think he's pretty positive. I'm pretty happy to see him. When he wraps metal my minions, I think we're gonna have a great time. Yeah, I think Magneto pretty high up here. Let's see. Maffer says having Cyclops hero with Uncanny X-Men and Storm here at the table, plus Elite for front ends games. Oh yeah. Cyclops and Storm is a nice combo. Hulu says household can carry, but Cable isn't. He literally gets build support on turn 1. Yeah, so I think that the way that we kind of have these is that I think Cable is better than Hulk in multiplayer, like a strong hero. But Cable is more supportive of a role. And these guys have Well, we're saying that these guys can like do more. Like I don't really know if that's true. Yeah, this it's a little bit clunky how I word these because yeah, I don't know. Because I play against Hulkling, where like I was talking about earlier, where I play Strain Diversity in a 3-player game, paying for myself. So I'm like clearing all of threat and doing damage too. And it's just very high tempo. He needs like less setup. And then for this, we're saying that people need to help Cable thwart off the side schemes like on turn 1. You know what I mean? So he needs like a little bit of help, you know? So yeah, I feel like it makes sense now that I kind of like word that out a little bit. Because Cable needs a little bit of help from other players on turn 1 to thwart that initial side scheme. But once he gets going, then he can definitely carry. But these guys don't need help at all. Like they're doing everything themselves and they're caring for other people too, you know? Sorry guys. Okay, we gotta wrap this up. Boo says, I don't think of carry as support. Yeah, I think carry means I can keep the game stable. Yeah, yeah. Who says, I think we're unfair with each hero's strengths, but overall, I think we should value utility more. Yeah, like I think utility is more powerful. Like we're doing like straight up power, but we're just talking about like, yeah, it's really the carry me, I think, that messes up some of the lists. But I feel like it's fine. I feel like it's fine, guys. We've got 6 more heroes. Okay, let's do Tank. I'm gonna save like let's do Wasp. I think Wasp, we're gonna have a good time. Solid. Solid hero, just going like right in the middle of the pack here. Let's put like in front of She-Hulk behind Magic. These are all controversial. Okay, Rocket. Rocket. Every time I play with a Rocket, I feel like they're always dying. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put a Rocket. We'll put him here. I feel like the Rockets are always near death. He can do a lot of damage, but like they're always dying. So I feel like Rocket needs to get carried. Groot. I feel like Groot. I don't mind. I feel like Groot, and sometimes Groot can block for me. One time I played a 5-player game, and my brother-in-law played as Groot, and he blocked for some of us for a lot. So I feel like Groot did a decent amount. So I'm gonna put him. He needs to flip down to Alter Ego a lot though. So we'll put him behind Colossus. Boo says I expect to carry a rocket. Yeah. I feel like whenever there's a rocket, I'm like, okay, crap, I gotta carry you, dude. Who says Drax F tier? I don't know, you guys. Let's do a quick poll. Quick poll, guys. Quick poll. Drax. I have to carry him. Or what do you guys think about Drax? If someone says, hey, let's play a game together, I'm gonna play Drax. How do you guys feel about that? Mapper says Rocket needs to be carried, but if you carry him, he will eventually just die upon tail. Yeah, especially in aggression. Yeah, he can do a lot, but he needs to get babysat a little bit, you know? Sorry, guys. My wife is texting me a lot here. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm surprised you guys agree with carrying Rocket. I feel like no one's ever talked about that, but Rocket does need to get carried in multiplayer. Okay, you guys are voting 62% here. I have to carry him. So let's put Drax up. We'll put him in the I have to carry him here. And then 38% voted for like we're totally effed. So yeah, some people do think that the Drax f's up a game. Sorry guys, we're rushing here. We got 2 more heroes. Okay, 2 more. Okay, we got Phoenix here. Let's do Phoenix. So Phoenix is gonna be, she is great unless Dark Phoenix comes out. So I think to even, I don't mind. We don't have to carry her, but she's gonna mess us up. If like sometimes if Dark Phoenix comes out, so I think to even that out. But like she's really good pause with her. Her Thoring is amazing. So like, I think like here's a good spot. Like if Dark Phoenix does not come out, she's pretty solid. Like she's probably like here or here, probably like here. But then if Dark Phoenix comes out, it's kind of like, oh crap, we're effed, you know? Is actually, to be honest, Dark Phoenix isn't that bad. It isn't that bad in multiplayer. Yeah, it's not impossible when it happens. So I think good time. Yeah, let's bump her up. It's not terrible. We'll put it at the bottom here of the we're having a good time. Okay. It says robot says Phoenix says, I don't mind. Oh, okay. Or we're gonna have a good time. Okay. Until we get shout out and then we're effed. Yeah, that's fun. Tar Odie says, fun stream. Thank you, dude. Gotta run. Okay, yeah, I gotta run too. So yeah, I'm glad you're able to join us for the stream, dude. I appreciate you joining us for the stream, and I appreciate you chatting so much too with us. Both remaining good times, so long as for Spider-Man you don't play Star. Okay, let's do Spider-Man, guys. Last one. Okay. Yeah, so 64% I have to carry Drax. Okay, yeah, so I think that's a good vote here for Drax. Okay, Spider-Man is gonna be super controversial. So I think we're gonna have a good time. Let me see. Boo says Jessica Drew is at least good time. Yeah, I agree. Spider-Woman is minimum gonna be right here. Minimum. Robot says carry you Spider-Woman. Okay, let's just do a poll. Let's do a poll. Super easy. We'll do a poll. Oops, wrong keyboard. Would you carry me? I'm very happy to see her, or good time. All right. Someone says relying on finesse. Yeah, she can be a little bit reliant on it, but I think it's easier to play it for her in multiplayer. Starman plus Cameo plus Marvel to recur pheromones. Yeah, like if she's pheromones a lot, but even without against Star, I think multiplayer she has so much time to set up, and she can be an alter ego a lot. I feel like she's a lot better in multiplayer too. Like I feel like she's pretty solid in multiplayer. So no one's voting for carry me, but we're tied up 50-50 right now for a good time, and I'm very happy about it. So I think we'll see where it goes. I'll either put it top of here or bottom of here, basically. I think she's not necessarily on the level of these guys, because these guys are usually doing something for you. You know what I mean? Like she's blocking for you, he's removing stuff for you, she's helping the whole table, he's frostbiting for you, they're defending for you, they're giving you economy. You know, he's like all rounder. He's giving you side schemes. So Narrator says Deadpool Star-Lord two-handed game. Let's go. Did I do that before? I've never done that before, right? Unless you've requested that. You might. I don't remember. They're rush the villain down. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let me see. You got 57%. Okay, guys, good time. We're gonna put her at top here. Good time. I think that she can do a lot. I think against non-star steady, the pheromones is going insane. Okay, guys, that is gonna be the list. We're gonna end it here. I gotta go, guys. I am so sorry. Thank you so much to everyone who was able to join into the stream here, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Casey Porter says Magneto too low. Okay, one more pull, and then I gotta go. Bump Magneto up. One more pull. Yeah, thank you, Boo. Thank you, Manafort. Thank you, Robot. I'm glad you guys are able to join. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for chatting with me. If you guys weren't in the stream, this stream would not exist because I need chatters to help me vote and determine where these heroes go, because I can't do it myself, guys. So thank you guys so much for chiming in for this. Narina says zero basics. Sparwin just saying what? Oh, zero basics. I got it. Yeah. Snowball pulling W. Thank you, Snowball, for joining the live stream as well. We definitely need a part two. To make tweaks. I feel like we're good. I feel like for a future stream, we'll do like a straight up power ranking for multiplayer. You guys were voting 62% for Magneto. Okay, we're gonna bump him up. We're bumping him up here. Bottom of, I'm very happy. Okay, we're bumping it up. I think it looks better. The list looks better like this as well, too. So, all right, guys, this is our final list. I hope you guys enjoyed this list here. Thank you so much for everyone for joining in for this live stream here. If we play if you say you want to play Deadpool or Charlotte, I'm like, dang, I'm effed. But these guys will carry me. And yeah, I think it's a really round list here. So yeah, huge shout outs to all of you guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Hopefully we get some Daredevil news next week. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next video, guys. Peace out. Thank you, guys. Hope you have a good evening.